Hey, what's up, everybody? What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy MM2K. I'm here with Cold Blood. Cold Blood. What's up, man? How you doing today, brother?
Why do you sound so drunk?
How you doing, man? Oh no, I'm drunk. I'm drunk off of comedy based off of what our conversation was, which people are probably dying to know what the hell we were just talking about.
Yeah, I'm great, bro.
Yeah, man. So, look, y'all. We got a good show for you today. We got a really good show for you today. We're doing something a little different here, and we're gonna give you guys the best and worst of the first half of 2024. This ain't our whole game of the year show yet. We're gonna let the year finish out.
No, no. Wait, no, not 2024. This is Jan.
Oh, this Jan. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Let me change that then.
Brother, what the fuck? Only 2024?
Yeah, I thought we were doing
How
the
long you wanna talk
entire
about
just
it?
the year, the first half of the year. Oh, okay.
Brother, the second half of 2024 we can get through in 10 minutes. It's gonna be fucking boring. What are you doing?
I thought what we were gonna do was then do the whole year, but no, we can do the first half of 9th gen, half of ninth generation. Okay, no, we can do that. That's fine. And then we could still do a game of the year or games of the year, but we're doing first half of the gen. All right, okay. I'm gonna have to change some of these tags then. Add some more games. Okay, cool. All right. Well, with that said, what's up, everybody? Hit that like button as you guys come in, because we are again going to go over the best games of the the first half of the 9th generation. PlayStation, Xbox, best of first half of 9th generation. Okay. First half. All right, what's going on? Hit that like button. Put something in the comments. Let us know that you're here. Because it is the holiday season, tomorrow and Wednesday, we're not going to be doing content as normal. We'll be back Thursday with our normal content. Doesn't mean, if somebody can stream or something at a particular hour, like if after family leaves and shit, Wednesday, if I can stream a game or something like that.
I'm gonna be home so soon tomorrow. Like, yeah, tomorrow is definitely a stream day.
A stream day, okay. Yeah. Fortunately, I got to go in all day tomorrow. Wednesday, I'll be with family. Oh, they'll be here, but if they leave, we'll see how it goes. They get stuffed and like, oh, I can get the fuck out of here, and they leave. I might, go on stream or something. Like
I wish we could do the Christmas stream with Tim Dog and Mag, bro.
Oh yeah, they get angled.
Merry Christmas, Xbox, bro. That'd be a great stream.
Yeah. I would love to do it too. Like I definitely want to get. I'm reaching out to Porter Rock too, but I know he's going to Vegas, for the holiday. So I know he's. But if we can get them this week, like if they have some time this week, to where they can do something, I'm down for it. So if Mag or Tim, you guys are listening, you guys want to do something this week or even whenever, I'm down. Just hit me up. Tomorrow's just going to be bad for me. Of course, the day of Christmas is going to be bad for me. But Thursday and Friday, we good, man. We good. Xbox, PlayStation, we'll put exclusive game. Exclusive. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This is going to be an interesting. This makes the conversation a lot more interesting now because I was just prepping for the first half of this year. I didn't know we were going to do.
Oh, brother, I was saying this gen, not that this year. That is stupid. We already did it when the Game Awards was done.
Well, I mean, they did it. We didn't give our games that.
Yeah, but we did. We kind of did. You said your game is Stellar Blade, mine is Final Fantasy VII. So, what is there to talk about?
Well, I was
like I said,
the
we
way
will
I
be
had
through
it
in
was,
10 minutes.
What the way? No, no. The way I had it, and I imagine we was doing it was we were going to talk about our favorite games. We weren't just going to talk about one game. We were going to talk about our favorite games, what we like, what we didn't like. I mean, the Xbox part, I thought we were going to do it like PlayStation, Xbox, which that would have been 10 minutes, and then. Let's not bullshit. I just thought we were going to spend like 15, 20 minutes kicking Xbox in the ribs. But then we were going to talk about PlayStation, our three favorite games of the year, each of us, then multi-plat. So we could have still did a show around that. But no, I do think talking about the first half is definitely better. Let me see. Okay. Why did I confuse
Next time, so I don't confuse you anymore with my communication, I will do it in all caps, yeah? so you can tell me afterwards, oh, I didn't know.
That's all right. That is, because that is a better idea. That is a better idea. And it's going to make it more fun because now it's definitely going to be less scripted for me now. That's cool. All right. So we got that there. I'm posting that there. We're going to post this here. Everybody come on in. While we're waiting for people to come in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that other good stuff. I guess I'll set up a goal just to see how we do. And if we can get 10, if something new that we're trying, because YouTube is letting us try this thing out, I'll gift 5. If we can get 10 super chats at 5 or higher, I'll give 5 members. Also, we're going to do what we did last week where we had a video, a members video. I was able to squeeze some time in and do that real quick, where I talk about an opportunity that I think PlayStation is missing out on. And I'm going to let you guys hear it. It's actually something that they can learn from Xbox. It's actually something that Xbox tried. They failed.
They don't PC.
And failing. Oh hell
they
no!
don't PC.
Fuck them, man. Fuck them weirdos. No, it's you guys, you'll see. It's something that Xbox tried, and they failed at. But I think if PlayStation does something like that, what they tried, they could do it a lot better. It'll be a lot more successful. So, these PC dudes, I've always said, and you said it too, trying to cater to PC gamers is the opposite of what you have to let go of your whole identity. And that's why Xbox fell apart. When Xbox fell apart, when they let go of their identity of trying to bring, listen to this, y'all. Xbox is known as the direct Xbox, right? Why? Because they were trying to bring a PC experience to the console, meaning we're about the console gamer. We want to give you the good stuff of the PC experience. We're going to leave the bad shit over there. And instead of them doing that, now they're trying to be a PC. You can't make this shit up. So you lose. I'm sorry, especially when it comes to Steam. And nothing against those of you that game on Steam. If you game on Steam, you like it, I love it. I just won't do it. I mean, I'll do it sometimes. But console is the console, man. And Xbox lost its identity when it started doing that. Its purpose was to get away, like, hey, you may see some of this shit on PC and you may think it's badass, but you don't want to deal with the PC experience. Okay, cool. We're going to bring that shit to the console. Now, what is your purpose? Besides, you're not playing full to PlayStation anymore. What is your purpose? You have none. Speaking of purpose and not knowing what the fuck to do, Cold Blood, what do you think about, let me put this up here. We got to come up with a new segment called Cold Blood's Corner, or we just let you uninterrupted just decimate somebody over something that you just found out about. So let's do this. So your good friend. Okay, so now we're back. Okay, we should be back now, y'all. People are afraid to respond unless I get people who are at work. Okay, Old Man Gaming says, "What's good?" Thought YouTube was tripping. Nah, it was OBS. Can you hear us now, Old Man Gaming? Let us know in the chat if somebody can hear us. I think we're good.
We're good.
Oh, you're good. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say what you were saying again, Cold Blood, about your favorite person on the internet.
No, I mean, look, I had nothing but respect for Matt Piscatella for just telling the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Monthly sales, all good, right?
Yep.
If a game did very well in a month, great. But now he's trying to, I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do. Is he trying to make these fucking bots happy on Christmas or something by telling them it's sold the second best in that one particular week? What the fuck is that?
Oh shit!
No, seriously. First of all, if it didn't even outsell everything else in that week it came out, it's not even news.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
We'll see the real numbers in January.
Yeah, we need January. Yeah.
If these bots celebrate right now, brother, they're gonna have a rude awakening.
Yeah. Well, he must have got his ass handed to him. Cold Blood, because nobody ever done this before. Here on the screen, he says, anyways, don't usually post stuff about weekly rankings, but Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was the #2 best-selling video game for week into December 4th, with the week that it launched, trailing only Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What does that even matter? Like, you didn't do this for anybody else. Like, why did you feel the need to do this here? So then he responds, "Oh my God, Enthusiast Gaming message board. It's dollars, not units. An acquisition of a game via a subservice is not a sale and therefore not included anyway." Some people must have been pushing back like, bro, like, why are you even, where is this even coming from? And then finally, he says, "A single data point on its own can be and often is both interesting and completely meaningless. And pancake art waffles. Oh yeah, using Pony or Xbot and any reply is an instant block. Come on now, people. It's 2024. Move on." Yeah, like,
Matt, you should be the one not giving a fuck about shit like that.
exactly.
That's why we respected you, because you didn't do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you do, we don't even know if your numbers are fucking biased or not now.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that make you suspicious a little bit?
It doesn't make me suspicious. It makes me, I'm not suspicious of his numbers. Because if he goes out there and does something against Circana, that's his ass. But it makes me suspicious of not the numbers, but maybe some of the phrasing he might use. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how he constructs his paragraphs and shit like that, because I think he was clearly motivated, Cold Blood, by maybe he likes this game, or maybe he felt like that it was important to give Xbox a Christmas present. I don't know. Maybe he thought he could I don't know. He clearly was trying to influence something, because like he even, and to his own admission, there's no why would we be interested in a game that debuted being number 2 the week that it sold? Like if it was number 1, that still isn't news, like you said, right? But if there was a lot of talk around it, understand. But see, Cold Blood, to your point, there's now a lot of talk around Indiana Jones. So because there's talk around Indiana Jones and it not doing well, and Matt clearly saw that. I think Matt, you know, and again, I'm being speculative. I think Matt went to the internet and said, well, let me throw this bone out there. It's meaningless. So I'm not suspicious of his numbers. I don't think he's going to finagle numbers, Cold Blood. But to your point, I think there's something to be suspicious about. I think he's going to, you know, I think his own personal emotion can get into the phraseology of things, and that can be equally as bad. Like, you know, he can walk the tightrope of, I didn't fudge anything, but the perception that you're putting out there, like it was only, I mean, just look at how this reads. Again, I'm going to read it again. Anyways, don't usually post stuff about weekly rankings, but Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was the number 2 best-selling video game for the week ending December 4th, trailing only Call of Duty Black Ops. Come on. And then, of course, he puts Astrobot went from 11 to... You see what I'm saying? Like, he put Astrobot went from 11th to 7th. For what? It's like you're trying to balance it out. Now, people could argue, no, he's just trying to show you. Like, wouldn't this be interesting in a separate tweet or something like, but it seems like to me that he knew that he was trying to do damage control in advance because he put Astrobot out there to try to placate to the PlayStation people that like you know. And I don't even think it got to do with PlayStation people. It's like, if you're not an Xbox fanboy, the question is, why does this even care? I mean, why does this even matter? I mean, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I just thought that was hella interesting. So, and I was like, we're gonna talk about this, but man, oh man, oh man. You gotta love him. You gotta love Matt, man. You gotta love him. Why is it still? You guys gotta excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Oh, no. That's right. Okay. I just want to make sure that everything is showing okay. All right. It says, BV says the number 2 best-selling game of the week. How do we know the numbers are correct when they don't show their numbers anymore? Why do you trust that the numbers are correct? Because here's what he does, BV. He doesn't get the numbers from Xbox. Xbox has signed an agreement to allow their numbers to be collected from retailers. So what retailers do is retailers tell Circana, this is how many of this that we sold. Retailers and online stores. So he knows the numbers in the United States. That's how he doesn't get them from Microsoft. He gets them from, the only thing Microsoft or PlayStation may provide him is they may go to him and say, look, can you please report this as this? Like, remember when PlayStation asked him to report the Portal as a console? And then they changed their mind and said, no, this is an accessory. Because I think what they were trying to do, which would have been funny as hell. This is how much PlayStation can't fucking stand Xbox, and I'm for it. This is the way it's supposed to be. I'm old school, man. Like a lot of you are soft as drugstore cotton. I come from the year. I come from the era. We don't give out participation trophies. You fight like a motherfucker. That's why I don't like this era of basketball. All it is shooting threes and everybody doing handshakes and loving each other. No, the motherfuckers back in the day used to hate each other. That's the way it is. The world was fine. People didn't die on the basketball field. You know what I'm saying? This current NBA is a joke. When these companies, when the execs used to just have dinner in secret with each other but acted like they couldn't stand each other in person, hence why they framed the phrase console war. We didn't make that up. They made it up. It's a war. That's why when they was doing that shit, it was better. These companies hated each other. They didn't hate the individual people, but they hated each other. So that just proves to you how much PlayStation just hates Xbox, bro. They wanted the Portal, right? They wanted the Portal to be a motherfucking console in hopes that the PlayStation 5 would be number 1 in hardware, and then the Portal would be number 3. And Microsoft wouldn't even be up that bitch. Oh shit. And oh man, I love it. I love it. But that's why. That's why, BV. It's a great question. I know people confuse it before, but yeah, analysts like Matt Piscatella, he gets his numbers from the actual retailers, not PlayStation or Xbox. And because Xbox has signed that agreement to allow their totals to be calculated and reported, trust me, the only reason why Xbox is doing it is because they actually get to use NPD data themselves. So believe you me, don't be surprised. That's why I said a lot of these people know a lot of this shit, because the caveat is, okay, you let us tally your numbers, and here's what you got to do in return. Your competitors can see your sales numbers, but you can't get access to this unless you participate as well. So if you want to see your competitors' numbers, you can put, you know what I'm saying, and that's the caveat to that. You know, that's how those third-party vendors, a lot of them, you guys will be surprised. There's a lot of people that are making money off that shit. A lot of ma and pa, like, if you want to make money, become an analyst. And becoming an analyst is not hard. It's not hard. It's time consuming, but it's not hard. Once you get yourself a good formula, because a lot of this shit, I'm telling you, a lot of this data out here and what people want, it's not complicated in trying to figure out. You get you a good spreadsheet, some pivot spreadsheets, or get you a good SQL database, and now you can even get AI to make this shit for you. You tell AI what you want, and AI will give you the code. Like one day, because I do analytics and shit, but for something completely different. And so I was talking to this little small company, and I was like, yo, you could put all this shit in the database. And they're like, huh, really? They're like, well, why don't you do it? And I said, well, I could, but here's the time and cost. And we don't have any money. And I'm like, fuck. I said, okay, well, let me give them something rinky dink through AI. Told the AI the prompt. AI gave me the code, slapped the code in SQL. That motherfucker worked like a charm, bro. I was like, whoa. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys are looking to make some money on the back end, and you're good at math, or you like math, and you got some familiarity with spreadsheets, like the guys that run what's this shit? VG Charts, man. It started off just a handful of motherfuckers. And their numbers were way off. Like when back when they were prominent in the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 days, those motherfuckers' numbers were way off. And they still got a lot of feedback. So, yeah, you guys want to make some money on the side, man, become an analyst. Just provide numbers. Just make sure that you can explain your code. And you'd be surprised. You might have a big time company calling you up and be like, hey, can we strike a deal? Can you provide us these numbers on such and such basis? And, what'll get you in the door is you start off selling it. You get to big companies that you give it to them for pennies on a dollar. But then everybody else that follows you start, that's what they do. They'll give like a big company pennies on a dollar. You can use them on your resume. And then when the other companies come in, you're like, yeah, this is $500 a month, $600, $1,000 a month. Some analysts are charging $5,000 a month for their fucking reports. And they're doing nothing but hitting a macro. You know what I'm saying? But, that's here nor there. All right. Social. Let's get to these comments, man. Xbox guys all of a sudden these days become a PC guy. Yeah, man. I don't. Cold blood. I don't know. What do you think? You think it's just the Xbox refugee syndrome? They just, some of these. Or what do you? Do you think it's these? Do you think these PC guys are actually PC guys, or do you think that they're Xbox refugees? What do you think?
Who do you mean exactly?
Like a lot of these Salt creators and these PC guys out here that are hating on PlayStation. There's a debate somewhat that these guys are just PC guys pretending to like Xbox for the grift, or these are actually just refugees from Xbox since they went day and date on PC.
Is that a serious question right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because all I can tell you is yes, absolutely they are. Every single time one of these pops up, it was a fucking bot at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just saw Xbox becoming a fucking third-party publisher and went to PC and started hating on PlayStation to do the same.
Yeah. Yep.
That is their whole message. It's always the same. PlayStation go day and date, and no PlayStation Network required.
Mm-hmm.
So Sony that doesn't get anything from it besides our money, I guess.
Yeah. Sony doesn't even get that because y'all are pirating the game and shit.
Oh, sure. A lot of them are, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of them don't want that requirement. But
I mean, do it. I always say, do it. Just don't complain later if Sony decides, we're gonna shut down all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because our numbers look iffy.
It look bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
The video I did today brushes on that, where I was looking at their numbers, man. Like God of War 2018, 5 million. Ragnarok, 2.4 million, I think. Fucking Horizon Complete Edition, barely 1 million. You're talking about a franchise that has over 30 million in sales, mainly from its first two titles. Like, come on, barely 1 million. Was that worth it? Well, they pulled a plug on it. Don't be surprised. Y'all did it. But which I think is just stupid for them to try to appease to that audience. Like that audience, give that audience your game 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? And call it a day. You know what I mean? The audience is all over the place. Says from the numbers he got, can he tell where the game is being? Yeah, he could. Yeah, because they'll tell him. Like when they go sell the game, there's a SKU, and that SKU has all the details of what platform it's for and any other particulars that may come with it. It was part of a bundle, and all that data gets extrapolated and forwarded to Sakana, and then it gets forwarded in some big data dump. He takes that data dump, I guess, runs it through his database, and it splices out the information that he needs when he does the NPD. So yeah, he gets all that information. That's why I said the information is credible, because it's being delivered to Sakana, and he's representing Sakana. So if he goes out there and represents their numbers incorrectly, like as far as puts out bad numbers, that's his ass. Because if somebody audits those numbers and finds that those numbers are off, or they're completely wrong from what was reported, then people will go back and people will then test the credibility of the information, and then clients will ask for money back, or they'll ask for credit. And Sakana does not want that. So yeah, he can't report those numbers fraudulently or mistakenly. It's just that in his phrasing can be misleading if he puts his emotions into it. Like that, it's not all that special to say that, oh, this game that launched this week was number 2 to a game that launched a couple of months prior, probably, and give the assertion that that's something, promising. Like, don't even do that. It's not. It wasn't even worth it. Geek says, what are they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. He says, why aren't we talking about Nintendo acquiring Monolith Soft? That's big news in the gaming community, especially for RPG fans. Well, thanks to you, Geek, we just did. All right, it's time to move on. Thanks for that.
I mean, what the fuck? Going from 95% majority stakeholder to 100% makes it fucking news? Wow.
Cancel the rest of our shows, Cold Blood. We're doing Monolith all week.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can say to that is it's an absolute shame that Monolith is not a multiplayer developer. That's the only thing I can say to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because their games are underappreciated on the Switch. I'm sorry, but I don't think they are appreciated enough over there.
Well, hopefully that'll change with the Switch 2. I really feel like if the Switch 2 rumors and stuff were true, I really feel like they're gonna grow their user base. I know I'd be one of them. That's saying a lot. They might get some shine. We'll see.
What you want 360p games now DLSS to 4K?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing here.
As long as it's 60, I'll take it. Now, yeah, now they can DLSS it to 1080p or 1440p. Yeah, Xenoblade. Yeah. They let's see what they put out there. But yeah, right now, Geek. I don't think we canceled content. So like you said, to go up an extra 5%, oh, we fully own them now. Everybody's like, everybody in Monolith, they're not even celebrating it. They're like, you already owned us.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Like, I'm not seeing it anywhere, bro. And I get a lot of Nintendo shit because I follow Baron and all these other Nintendo dudes. Like, I've got nothing on it. Like GameCube is trending over that. I don't even see Monolith. I see GameCube and shit. I swear to goodness, bro. Like GameCube is trending over Monolith, brothers. Yeah.
I'm telling you, nobody gave a fuck really.
Yeah.
Because it already felt like they're
Yeah.
acquired by them.
Exactly. All right.
Okay, can we start now?
Yeah, let's get into our games of the generation so far. All right. So how we want to kick this off, man? We want to start with we want to get
with the fucking beginning. With the beginning.
Oh, okay. You want to do
the fucking ground zero.
So you want to do it? Okay, let's do it at launch. Okay, all right. Well, at launch, go ahead, brother. At launch, what were your favorite games coming out at launch?
Wow, definitely Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the game for a while. Then Demon Souls, of course, came out on launch.
Okay.
Yeah. What else came out on launch?
Yeah.
Sackboy didn't really care.
Oh
yeah, Astro's Playroom came out.
Yeah.
Literally the prequel to the actual Astro.
Oh, I've never seen this before. They got
what?
They got AI on Google. They got the little AI thing on the Google browser. Okay, it's cool.
Why do I want to start at launch? Because that's where Xbox looks like dog shit. I mean, holy shit! You really fucked that up. I mean, like I said, with PlayStation, you had Spider-Man and Demon Souls. Like,
yeah.
Brother, that's already a 1-2 combo in your fucking face. And you come out with Falconeer. Do you even understand the severity of the situation?
Yeah.
Your launch game is no longer Halo, no longer no Gears. Well, they got a Gears next gen update, but fuck that. You got fucking Falconeer as your console exclusive at launch.
Yeah.
Isn't that the fucking precursor to why the fuck you lost that generation immediately? Like the fuck, you didn't even try to compete. Holy shit!
Yes.
That launch month was just devastating to Xbox.
Yeah, Astro's Playroom, Marvel's, Spider-Man, Sackboy, A Big Adventure. Hold on,
bro. Look, Sony had everything covered at launch. Mm-hmm. They had the Call of Duty at launch. They had a kid game and Sackboy and fucking Astro's Playroom. Mm-hmm. They had Spider-Man for the guys that want the narrative story shit. And they had something for the hardcore with Demon Souls. Mm-hmm. They had everything covered for the launch. And by the way, shout out to Demon Souls. Holy shit, this game looks amazing even now, compared to a lot of games. So, in my opinion, Demon Souls looks better than any Xbox exclusive. Yes, I said it. And it came out at launch.
Now is that so? Did that game gets game boost? Well, I think all games get game boost, right?
Yes. It got what's it called? I think now the 60 FPS mode is just the quality mode.
Oh wow! Holy shit!
So it's just straight 4K 60.
Oh damn! Okay.
Yeah, and it runs smooth as fuck.
Yeah, you can't beat that shit with a stick, bro. You can't beat that with a stick.
All Man Gaming Guru. Wait, Returnal came out next year. We're talking about
Returnal's next. Yeah. Returnal's 2021.
So
we're almost there.
Moss, did you get a list of games that launched on Xbox besides fucking?
I'm about to pull it up. I just wanted to make sure we were done, setting up the stage to show you what you got with Xbox. Well, okay, let's talk about Godfall real quick. We can't ignore Godfall. I know not the greatest game, but do you think it did a good job in showcasing at least the graphics or the visual powers of the PlayStation 5? What do you think?
Like I said, I didn't give a fuck about Godfall. It looked worse than Demon's Souls. Like, Demon's Souls put it to shame.
Mm-hmm. See, I didn't even play Demon's Souls. But I think Godfall looked good.
It probably won't.
Yeah, I won't. And I won't. Yeah, unless it comes free. Unless I get free access to it, yeah. But no, I looked at Godfall, and Godfall I think looked good. So if Demon's Souls looked better, yeah, definitely. Because I remember streaming it, and people were like, I had people when I was streaming Godfall, they were like, before I got my PlayStation 5, why are you getting the PlayStation 5? It's gonna overheat, or the CUDA cores ain't as great, or GitHub said, and then when I got my PlayStation 5, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was
remember Post stop telling us.
Oh my God. Anybody see Post up? What he doing?
It's a 90 flop machine.
Oh.
It's gonna be completely overshadowed by the
that's the transition to 10.7. That's some bullshit. Phil Spencer for the win. Yuck. Yeah, whatever. I'm glad those days was gone, bro, because I remember I was doing my Stadia thing, but I had just done a podcast. I think, Geek, you were there. I know Sean was there. If Sean still ain't mad at you, he can vouch. If he ain't mad and still cussing you out, he can vouch for it. But I had just did a show, and I think I brought D Batch on. I think that's the only time I brought him on the Stadia channel, and I brought Noah and Nethals on to talk to the Stadia people, and was like, look, this is our time to just fall back and just be happy about the tech and hope that the tech grows. We are not growing Stadia during the holiday seasons. Like, you got the 3070s coming out, or the 30 series coming out. You got PlayStation 5s, you have Xbox Series. I said, nobody from the mainstream is checking from Stadia. And this is me, a big Stadia enthusiast. I said, because look, I bought my 30 series card. I got my 3070. Fucking, I'm getting my PlayStation 5 day one. You know what I'm saying? So, like, chill out. I even had to tell them this. And I remember I was like, I was excited. So I started listening to the mainstream gaming again. And that's all you heard, bro. GitHub. The GitHub Grubhub thug. He was man. It was GitHub, 40 frame deltas, the videos, and shout out to Colt. But Colt, you was on your fuck shit. Colt was like, yes, and Xbox is going to, it's still going to be okay to program for PlayStation, but Xbox is going to give you 8,000 frames per second at 120K. I'm like, why are you guys saying this when we got a shit ton of developers that are saying otherwise? They're like, because of this Series S, you guys are going to be fucked. Nobody wanted to listen to them. They had the one Grinnell dude. And this is the crazy thing, Cold Blood. Do you remember rest in peace, remember Optimus Prime, right? Or Optimus Code. Optimus Code, he was a developer.
Yeah, remember that's its own, bro.
Yeah. Remember when Xbox podcast had him on. They had this dude on until he started telling them the truth.
Bro, they hated him so much.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. Kept telling them, I do this shit for a living, and I'm telling you.
Dude was unhinged.
Yeah.
Completely unhinged. He told these bots, you are dumbasses.
Yeah. Yep.
You're gonna regret this generation. And holy shit, he was right.
Yep.
They absolutely regret this generation.
Yep.
They probably won't tell you so, at least not everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But holy shit, they are regretting all these decisions that Microsoft made in this generation alone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Going from let's compete to fucking third party.
Yeah.
Is the fastest transformation of a company ever, probably. Yeah. Holy shit. The messaging was in rapid succession. Compete. Oh fuck, no. Go back. Third party. We have a third party. we don't want no smoke from Sony.
Yep.
Okay, so what did you think about the launch of PlayStation?
Oh, I mean, I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted. It wasn't so much the launch of PlayStation that had me super excited. I just knew that I wanted a PlayStation, and I knew that I knew from day one that PlayStation was going to, as far as consoles was concerned, was going to be the definitive box to play on. And I was just more or less excited for the PlayStation first party games to come, the new God of War, or anything else that was coming. You know, God of War Ragnarok, even though I wasn't a fan of the first Horizon, Horizon Forbidden West, I was looking forward to, and so forth. And you know what I mean? I mean, again, I know Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok is not down the road. So yeah, I was just happy to get Godfall. I was happy to get Godfall and just to try out the graphic fidelity and show people what this thing was capable of out of the box. And by me streaming it, I mean, people were like, holy shit, this looks awesome. Again, the same people that was listening to the GitHub Thug was telling me the streams look awesome. So yeah, man, it's just this bunch of, it was good times. It was exciting times. And I was particularly glad to just have the console. With that said, I think we can move now to the best console launch ever. And that is the Xbox Series. So let's see what the Xbox Series had. Oh, well, ain't this some shit? I went to go look at Xbox Series console exclusives, and guess what? They showed me none. Assassin's Creed. Oh, Gears Tactics, I forgot, which was not a launch exclusive on the Xbox. It was actually an Xbox One game.
No.
Or a PC game, I'm sorry, yeah.
It was a PC game at first. Yeah. It launched exclusively on PC.
Yeah. And they don't even have the Falconer up here. Oh, shame on them. They don't even want to acknowledge. They don't even want to acknowledge the Falconer. Let's go to IGN. Let's see. The best
the
Xbox.
The same shit.
Oh yeah. The best the Xbox console. Oh look, the winner is Call of the Sea and shit. What the fuck is?
What?
That was an indie game, Call of the Sea, I believe. Battletoads.
That one best Xbox game.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, Xbox. I mean, bro. I know you touched on it, But they literally didn't have any exclusives for the Xbox Series except the Falconer. What do you think about that? And have you ever seen anything like that before?
I don't think I ever saw a launch worse than this. I mean, what did the original Xbox have as launch titles? Do you know that?
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
No, but let's be real here. If you just launch with Falconer alone, or even Gears Tactics, which already was released, but whatever.
Yeah.
First of all, the fuck is Gears Tactics? It's just a fucking XCOM wannabe.
Yeah.
It's not even the real Gears. And Falconer, did you see gameplay of that dog shit? Show them gameplay, boss. Show them just a few seconds of gameplay. Just to make it clear what the fuck they got at launch.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. And nothing against Wired production. I as an indie company, and I've talked to some of those guys in the past. They are cool, but to lead a new $500 box, no, and they shouldn't have been tasked with that. They shouldn't have been tasked with trying to bring in or usher in a $500 box. Here we go. Here's the Falcon. Here's the hold on. Oh, I think for my thing not to be all days. Oh, let's see. Let's do it like this. Okay. All right. So this is the Falcon.
This is the only game you get to play on Christmas.
Yeah.
Just imagine how fucking bad it is.
Yeah.
That year.
Yeah. This was ushers in your new $500 box. Well, again, nothing against nothing, but this is indie developers and indie publishers. Like this should be part of a bigger catalog of games, for people to play on their Series S. You know what I mean? That people that got a Series S that didn't, wasn't really looking forward to. Well, no, I lie, because the Series S was sold as another box to sell you the big budget AAA games, but just at 1440p. Which I always thought was a stupid proposal, because how do you create an APU, right? Like these are new chipsets, and you got an APU that can just do 1440p. Like I figured that you would have to throttle your box. I mean, if it was just that easy, you would be throttling your hardware components, which that didn't make sense to me. Like I never understood how they were going to have a box do 1440p off of a new APU. I just didn't, and then they were like, well, we're hitting the memory. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. I was always skeptical of that. And here's the thing that I don't think Xbox gamers realize, which a lot of us tried to tell y'all, that you're actually getting. You're not getting a next-gen console. Like, I don't think they even realize that. Like, you're not getting in. Like, the Xbox Series X, if it was by itself, it would be a next-gen console. You're essentially getting a second mid-gen refresh. That's what you guys got. All the promises that you were made about what these boxes could do, they were able to do them only on old games. They were able to do everything that they were promised on 8th generation games. They were not able to do them for current gen games. Now, the Xbox Series X, again, by itself, would have been a full-fledged, promise-fulfilling Xbox. But it didn't do that. Why? Because it was hamstrung by the requirements of the Series S. So it's not, you were not sold a next-gen, a bundle of next-gen consoles. You were sold a second set of mid-gen refreshes. You were sold a mid-gen refresh of the Series S, and you were sold a second refresh. You were sold a refresh of the 1S, a mid-gen refresh of the 1S, and you were sold a second mid-gen refresh of the 1X. It tried to tell you guys that. And it was so bad. It's so bad what they did to you guys that they got rid of the video that they put out there when launching these consoles. When they launched these consoles, that first year they had a video giving you all these promises. They've had to private that video. They've had to private it. I want to show you guys. Okay, so now let's go to 2021, right? So let's go PlayStation. Go ahead.
Wait. Give a score to all the consoles that came out: the Series S, the X, and the PlayStation 5.
Oh, you want to give them score now?
Yeah, how they were at launch.
Oh, how they were at launch? Oh. Oh God. I'll give the PlayStation 5, I'll give it an 8. Because they didn't overproport their capabilities, and its launch lineup I think was decent. And then just off the one game that I played, which wasn't a great game, but it was, you know what I mean, it just it highlighted the capability. No, I'll give it I'm sorry, I gotta knock it down. I gotta give it a 7.5. Reason why I give it a 7.5 is because my launch digital edition was buggy as fuck, so I do gotta knock it down. 7.5. If I had to give the Series X a number, a 4.5. You didn't launch with anything, and you were a mid-gen refresh of last gen. And then the Series S, I give a 3. And you didn't launch with anything either. You were a mid-gen refresh of a 1S. You weren't advertised that way. You were advertised as a next-gen console. I don't care if you were playing Halo 3 at 120 frames per second. I don't care. So those are scores I give it. 7.5, because my PlayStation 5 digital edition was buggy as shit. Had all types of problems. But I give my PlayStation 5 a 7.5. I give the Series X a 4.5, and I give the Series S a 3. What's your score?
Well, I had no issues with my PlayStation at launch.
Mm-hmm.
It's still working just fine, even now. If I had to score it on what was promised and what was delivered, in my opinion, all the launch games that I played use the SSD as advertised. Fast load times, 60 FPS was promised. It was delivered on all games. So to me, it's easily an 8.5 at launch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I played a shit ton on my PS5 then.
Yeah, and see, I didn't. That makes sense.
So I did not regret my purchase whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we go to the green side, oof. If I was an Xbox fan and I had a One X, I would not have upgraded. I'm telling you, I would not upgrade for fucking Falconeer and Gears Tactics.
Yep.
I would have just waited till Forza Horizon 5 and Infinite came out. Because holy shit was that bad. There was no reason to get that console besides 120 FPS games that are fucking 10 years old. And even there, it was limited to only some games.
Yeah.
It wasn't every single game. Yeah, if I had to score it, brother, oof. To me, it's easily a 3. Because nothing was really showing off the Series X power.
Mm-hmm.
Besides old ass games. And that is not what I get a next gen console for, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That is just not me. The Series S, bro, undefinable how bad it is.
To be announced. God damn.
I mean, I literally have to give it a 1. Then I can give it a 0. It's not a score then.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Fuck, that was so bad. It literally destroyed every hope of a Series X great game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a 1 is fitting for this console.
Funny. Oh shit. Sneak said he gives the Series X a 2. PS5%. And look, I think Cold Blood's scores are fair because I didn't play. I just wanted to get one. My only issues were this motherfucker was I was having issues with it, but I wanted to get one because I knew that I was gonna, I knew that demand was gonna be heavy. I knew it was gonna be hard to get, and I did not want to. And I wanted to be gone with Xbox. I just wanted to be gone with it. PlayStation had already convinced me in 2018 that they were the real deal. So my mind was made up. I'm getting the PlayStation 5. And really, I couldn't score it higher than an 8 because, like I said, the only game that I really cared to play on there was Godfall. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't judge. Look, I've been doing this for almost 4 decades. 99% of the launch exclusives are not the greatest. They're just to make you feel like, hey, this motherfucker is the next leap, the next generational leap. You know what I'm saying? So you might have 10 launch exclusives and there's only like 1 of them that you're really like, oh, okay, this is my shit. 1 or 2 of them. So I'm not basing it off of Godfall. I'm basing it off of the bugs that I had. But again, my expectation was just to get one. Yeah, I didn't want nothing to do with Xbox. And here's the thing, Cole, a lot of people what I've talked to, like while these games were not coming out, I said, well, why did you even get an Xbox? Oh, because because of the stuff that they're promising. So you're not getting an Xbox based off of the precedent of the things that they deliver. Like why I got a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation because I've already seen firsthand what they could do with the 4. And I'm like, holy fuck, wait till you see what they do with the 5. You're not basing it off of what you got at launch because you didn't get anything at launch. You're basing it again on Phil Spencer. Like at this point, Cold Blood, the Xbox isn't even the product anymore. It's the fucking it's Phil Spencer is the product. It's not even the box. Phil Spencer is the product. They put money, they invest money on promises that Phil Spencer made. And only until Phil Spencer had the mic ripped away from him, no, you're not promising anything else. Now are they upset and confused and shit? All right. So now I think we can get into.
Oh yeah, wait.
Mm-hmm.
And the insufferable ads they had with Game Pass then. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
The whole shit. It was all Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
We got an Xbox because of Game Pass. Bro, it was so tiring back then to hear that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought Game Pass was never a value to me. And I don't even like the word value. Value is a derivative of valuable. Everything is invaluable. Like if I tell Cold Blood, hey, look, bro, you can either, you got two choices, Cold Blood. I'm going to give you 20 pounds of steak, but you got to give me $40 for it. But it's cooked nice, well, 20 pounds of steak. Or if you give me $2.99 and a pack of Newports, I'll give you 1,000 pounds of vegan ribs. Now, when you look at the price, someone might say, oh, that's a bargain. You understand what I'm saying? It's a bargain, but is it a value? And I never understood this whole mantra, Cold Blood. I mean, maybe you can explain it to me. I never understood why people use the word value when talking about Game Pass, when the shit in Game Pass to the average consumer was not valuable. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Oh, they were just hoping and praying that they're gonna get a lot of fucking exclusives on that bitch and not pay a single cent for them, besides the subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that went completely wrong for them. The amount of time you paid for Game Pass for nothing, like literally for nothing, was over a year.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is crazy to me. The only thing you got in okay, we're going to 2021 and right to Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I remember on Xbox at that time was the Medium.
Yeah.
And that game was just a fucking walking simulator if I ever saw one. Fuck, was it bad, bro. And it ran like shit at 30 FPS.
Yeah.
And then all these fucking excuses about, it's rendering two worlds at the same time. That's why it's 30 FPS. Bullshit. It's just a fucking dog shit game. That's why Bloober Team was on my shit list back then. So what else came out 2021 besides at the end of it with Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5? What came out the whole fucking year? You wanna know, Morris?
What's that?
Microsoft Flight Simulator on PC.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, show's over, folks.
That's what came out. So, PC Game Pass at that point was more valuable, like they say.
Yes.
Than your goddamn console Game Pass that was more expensive.
Yes.
That is crazy. Like you literally had to wait till the end of the year to have something from Xbox on that console. And I'm not saying Forza Horizon 5 is a bad game. Not at all. It got its accolades and everything, bro. It even got a 92 on Metacritic, so I ain't shitting on that game at all. But Halo Infinite, my God. What a missed opportunity that was, right?
Yeah. Well,
probably the most important launch of your console, and you handled it like fucking toddlers. Fuck, was it bad?
Yeah.
A promise of 10 years of updates and shit. Bro, your game didn't even survive the launch. The launch week. What it went? We got only the Steam numbers. It went like 200 something thousand people played it.
Yep.
Okay, congrats. But it was free to play.
Yeah.
And everybody left anyway.
Yeah.
Most people didn't even bother to start your fucking campaign. That campaign was a shadow of its former self.
God,
Well, I mean, I did beat it, yeah. So I can give you my score for that game.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking 6. Yeah, I can't give it any higher than a 6 because that is already my highest ceiling for this game.
Yeah.
The multiplayer part of it is, I mean, it's all right. It's just Halo, more Halo. To me, like, okay, whatever. But the campaign, so much promises about the campaign, how it's gonna be evolved and all that shit. It's gonna have episodes, gonna release new content every year. And then nothing. You just say to this Jason Statham or whatever he called. I don't know, bro. I have no idea. But you said to him, "You're back to Xbox Publishing. Fuck you." like you bring him in, as a veteran of this franchise to help you out. They get something done, and then you say, "Okay, didn't sell well. Fuck you."
Yeah.
In my opinion, they should have kept at it. They should have at least tried to launch the next story beat, and maybe people would finally play that shit if it's actually good. But now that you just said fuck the campaign team, there won't be no extra campaign now. So all you got is a short experience with, I don't know, bro, like literally just trees and shit. You're just running around and everywhere is trees and fucking mountains. That's all you got.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, 2021. No, I'm saying right now, 2021 could have been the year PlayStation got fucked by Xbox, and they absolutely did. They fumbled so hard.
Let's take a look at these Xbox games that did so well. They got Cold Blood so excited. Let me see here. Let's go to the web. There we go. Here goes GameSpot's Xbox exclusive games of 2021. Oh, the aforementioned Halo Infinite, which, but by the way, I played a little bit of it. Shout out to Nethos. I remember Nethos was in the chat, and he was like, "You're playing the Halo game all wrong," and I'm like, "Bro, I know you're the Halo aficionado. I know that's your avatar, bro. But I played Halo before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like this game. You know what I mean? And really, what I was doing was I was testing it out.
Wait. Explain to me how you can play Halo wrong.
I don't know.
What was his reason?
He said I was trying to play it like Call of Duty, and I'm like, no, really, I don't play Call of Duty. But what I was doing was I was essentially testing out the latency on xCloud, because that's when I first started playing it. I believe it was on xCloud. And then I went and played it natively on PC, and I just didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that playing it wrong? If you don't fucking like it, you don't like it.
I don't like. Yeah, I know, bro. It's.
I mean, in the end, to me, it was. I already paid for Game Pass, so I'm gonna beat that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
I actually beat it on Legendary. How many people can say that?
Well,
probably not a lot on the Xbox community.
Yeah. How many Xbox gamers can say they can beat it? Period. They cap for it.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I just didn't like it. I liked Halo 3. I liked Halo Reach. I even like ODST. I didn't, and Halo 4 was okay. I did not like this at all. Granted, how many hours did I put into it? Like, again, I'm giving you 4 to 6 hours. There are some games you might get lucky, you might get 8 out of me. And there were some games like BioShock 2 that it did take it like 8 hours to get good, but once it got past the 8 hour mark, it was like fucking totally awesome. But yeah, I'm giving you 4 to 6 hours. You don't catch me in 4 to 6 hours. You know, some rare exceptions like Indiana Jones, I knew what it was. I saw the game. I experienced it like a gameplay. I'm not doing 30 more hours like I did with Starfield. I can never get those fucking 30 hours back and shit, right? You know, so I knew what I was dealing with. I didn't like it. It's just not great. Microsoft Flight Simulator, like, again, okay, you didn't launch with games that really showed off what you could do. I mean, okay, Flight Simulator, but come on, Flight Simulator? This is what defines Xbox?
Wait. No. 2021 Flight Simulator didn't even come out on Xbox. It was PC exclusive.
Oh, was it on 2021?
It came out later and only at 30 FPS.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's where it all started with the 30 FPS. Actually.
If that's the case, if you think about it, yeah.
The whole fucking promise of 4K 60 was flushed down the toilet.
Yeah.
Every single game since then, 30 FPS at launch. 30 FPS at launch. But okay, we get to that soon. Now it's PlayStation's turn, and they got some shit on there too. Don't think PlayStation is completely innocent and got only great games. Nah.
Well, let me finish these great Xbox games. The Artful Escape. I don't even remember what the fuck that was.
Brother, that's a multiplayer. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. Wait, why did they say it was exclusive? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so that's all.
Maybe it was, but it's multiplayer.
Okay. All right, so let's now go to PlayStation, right?
Yeah, and we start that year off very strong.
You got Ratchet and Clank?
Very strong. No, very strong in disappointment.
Oh.
Because Destruction All-Stars came out.
Oh.
That game. And that game was the first sign that Sony has no fucking idea what they're doing with live service and what people want to play. Because that game was just... It was a sleep pill to me. So boring, so uninteresting, so not captivating whatsoever. You really thought you can have a fucking destruction derby type game and people gonna eat it up? Nah, it has to have something special about it, and that bitch had nothing special about it besides, oh, we got so many characters and stuff. Huh? Nobody cares. It's fucking cars ramming each other. Nah, that was dog shit. Absolute crap. But then we go later with Ratchet and Clank, and that was the first real next-gen showcase of a game. Isn't that some shit? A fucking kid game, more or less kid game. I mean, it got some more adult themes in it, but a fucking kid game needs to come out to show you what next-gen looks like, with ray tracing and 60 FPS ray tracing and stuff. Unfortunately for Ratchet and Clank, and I gotta be very honest here, it was just too short. It was way too short. Like, I wished it was at least another 5 to 6 hours in length. Because, in my opinion, 14 hours to platinum a game is rarely a good sign. And really, I wanted more because I liked what I played. That's what makes it worse to me. I wanted to play more, but there was nothing else to do in that game. After you beat it, there's nothing really to do. So yeah, if Insomniac ever makes another Ratchet and Clank, it has to be longer.
Yeah, I think
it has to have. It has to have at least the length of Spider-Man 2, at least. But still a great game, just too short. If I had to score that game, I would probably give it a 7.5.
Yeah, a lot of these, from my experience, a lot of these exclusive games that come out in the first 2 years that are AAA games or doing something big with the hardware, yeah, they tend to be a little bit shorter, and then they'll.
Okay, Moss, yeah. But now we come to the actual highlight of 2021 that nobody is talking about for some reason. It's Returnal. Returnal is such a great game. Like, seriously, this is the first time I loved the roguelike. I absolutely adored Returnal. Played the shit out of it. My God, I would never have imagined a woman in her 50s or whatever could be so fucking badass. I loved it. Returnal is great. It has some creepy ass elements to it in the story. I mean, the story that there is. It has amazing gameplay. Holy shit, it's amazing. It's so addicting too. You die, you just want to go back. You just want to go back immediately to try again. And it's fucking hard on top of that. All these fucking reviewers hated it to be so hard. Or that they were crying. Oh, please give us a checkpoint somewhere. Please give us a save point. Bruh. No, this game has to be a one life thing. This is the only way it works. And anybody that beat that game after the patch where they had something like that, you never experienced the real Returnal.
You see, you call that the real one.
So you're not the one of the real ones when you played it in fucking PlayStation Plus or wherever, when it was already patched to fucking dog shit.
Well, wasn't it, wasn't there a glitch in one of the biomes or something that caused people to not be able to get past a certain part of it? I don't know because I didn't play the game, but that's what I had heard. That it was some type of glitch in one of the biomes that people made it next to impossible to finish the game or something like that.
I can't remember that, but I know they had some issues with the save files and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't a perfect launch. I'm not saying that at all. It had a lot of problems, probably. But to me, it was amazing, and my game of the year that year. It's an absolute shame it didn't even get nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards. That year, I was like, you motherfucker, Jeff, you are on some real cocaine right now. Not have a Returnal there.
Yeah, see that? Yeah.
I mean,
I
a lot of
Returnal.
people, bro. Well, probably everybody has it that has PS Plus now.
Well, no, I actually bought it, and I never played it. But go ahead.
Man, you need to play it at least once just to see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean a lot of people were in agreement with me that Returnal should be up there for Game of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
and then it got shafted so bad. That was the first time I was like, okay, the Game Awards are on some shit. Absolutely on some shit. Because the games that they had up there did not deserve it for the most part. Like Ratchet and Clank, sure. But It Takes Two? It Takes Two, really? Man, get the fuck out of here. Never. Fuck off. So Returnal that year was my game of the year. Without a doubt. Loved it so much. The only trophy that is missing for me is a fucking RNG trophy that I was just tired of trying at some point. Because that was what was broken at that time when I was playing it. Because it didn't spawn a collectible that I needed at all. So I was just like, nah, I'm done. But I played a lot of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, then I'll give it a try.
Dream that shit.
Let's see here. What else we got? We got your favorite. Oh, let me see what else we got here.
My favorite one.
I'll wait till I'll save that one for the end. We got what else? Well, it was a time exclusive, but we got Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. What did you think about that?
Yeah. Oh, Kenna was also an awesome game. But I was just I was thinking we were just gonna do the first party thing, not.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fine.
Because it would take a lot more time to go through every single exclusive deal that they had. I mean, we can talk about it. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Kenna was the first real awesome indie looking game that we got on the PS5. It was great. Just a different type of game that I normally would not play, but Kenna was so good. I beat that shit. I loved it. Did Sifu come out that year?
I don't think so. I think Sifu's 2022. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good. Okay.
All right. So
no, but Kenna is also a great game.
Yeah, we're talking. Well, yeah, I didn't play any of the games, the first party games in 2021. Again, I was just looking to nab my Xbox. The only game that I played on PlayStation that year was Deathloop, and I know you don't like that game, but I love Deathloop. That is the only.
Bro, you gotta replay it today, but with a fresh mind. I'm telling you.
No, I've played it recently. I it just look. Every game isn't for everybody. Like the reason why I haven't played Returnal is because just the style of play isn't for me. But I hear a lot of great marks about it. Like I'm into the exploring, the loot type games, the semi stealth / shooter games that has you got to react and interact with the environment and do different things to get past swarms of enemies. I like that. That's why I like games like BioShock, and I like games like the older Fallout games. But I don't like what is that studio's name? I don't like the Dishonored games. I hate all the and I hated Prey. I hated Prey. I hated Dishonored because I think they were too much stealth. This game had a good balance of stealth and gameplay in action in it, where I really did like it. And they said it themselves, and even to today, they still haven't made a game as good as that one. And they attributed, when they won their Game of the Year award, I think it was at DICE, they attributed it to PlayStation. They said, we learned so much from PlayStation on how to be better developers. So imagine that, an Xbox studio.
Imagine that, bro, and then releasing Redfall afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, it was the other team, but still, I mean, yeah, it's just like you learn from PlayStation, but PlayStation was probably looking over your shoulder like, that's not going to work. This will be good. That'll work. Where Xbox is like, you can shoot, great. You can pick up a gun, awesome. You can do magic, fantastic. Ship it out. You know what I'm saying? No quality control. None of that stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, but I agree. The focus probably should be on, what do you call it? First party. All right. So now let's go into 2022, man. So let's do Xbox 2022. It has to get better for Xbox in 2022, right? Like that's when what we got here? That's when Xbox really said, you know what? We're tired of motherfuckers like you in cold blood talking shit on our platform. This is where we're going to show you that we got the best games out this. All right. Why is it? All right. So the best Xbox exclusives of 2022 is my platform gonna let me, is it gonna let me in? Probably not. Yeah, it's still cutting out. Let's look. The best exclusives of 2022. Well, what is this? Okay, it's not telling me what that one is. All right, the first one is Dusk Falls. That's the first game.
Bro, you see how we have to include third party in Xbox already?
Yeah.
Because if we don't, it looks fucking grim.
We're talking about one game. Yeah, you're literally talking about one game.
What is even worse is the next part.
Yeah. Grounded.
Yeah. You got two games from the same developer.
Oh yeah.
In a year.
Yeah.
Both Grounded and Pentiment.
Yeah.
And that is it.
That's it. Yep. Grounded and Pentiment.
Like, who gave a fuck about Pentiment?
Who gave a fuck about Grounded? Like,
well, Grounded has some appeal to it by being a fucking co-op game at least. But who gave a fuck about Pentiment? A side-scrolling, fucking looking like a kid's book, color book type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like IGN giving it a fucking 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. It's just a picture book, the movable picture book.
Like that year was just terrible.
Remember?
Like they got all the ammo out in 2021, and then they were done. Like 2022.
Remember, wasn't 2022 supposed to be the year of Xbox? Remember they was talking about that too? Like, yo,
yeah, but they never they never gave us anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like what did they think is gonna come out in 2022?
And Starfield was rumored. Starfield was coming out in 2022. And what else was supposed to come out in 2022? Yeah, there was something else that was supposed to come out in 2022.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Maybe Forza Motorsport.
Yeah, something that was supposed to be the year of. And and people were saying if Xbox would have released Starfield in 2022, it would have gotten better reception. It would have been more accepted, which, no, I don't think that's the problem. Let Starfield come out in 2022 versus the PlayStation games we're about to show you. I think it would have been worse. But that's just me. Yeah, so that's the illustrious games coming out of Xbox in 2022. Let's now look at the PlayStation exclusives coming out in 2022. You want to kick it off, brother, and talk about what was coming out?
Yeah, that year was just an ass destruction from PlayStation.
I can't take no more. Not my ass. No.
I mean, the holy shit.
Yeah.
You got at the beginning of the year Horizon Forbidden West, like the best looking next gen game we still have. Yeah. Like nothing comes close in the graphics department. Like this is the fucking showcase for next gen. At least what is possible.
And the crazy part about it is the cloud version of it too, bro. It's like,
Oh, okay. I don't care.
I'm just saying that. I mean, that's just how good it looks. Like even over the cloud, it still looks very, very good. But go ahead.
No, then you also got Gran Turismo 7 for the racing fans.
Mm-hmm.
Got great reviews. That didn't. Wasn't a botched launch. Nothing. It just came out great.
Yeah.
People love it now even more, I guess, because VR2 came out.
Yeah.
So you got everything covered here. Like you got an action adventure, you got a racer, you got a horror game, and then fucking Last of Us remake, which I didn't like, to be honest with you, because I don't want them to remake shit that is not even 2 gens old. And then of course the highlight, God of War Ragnarok. Like, what are we doing? when that game came out, it was done that year. Like Xbox had to wave the white flag at that point. What the fuck would Xbox release that could compete with it? The Starfield?
I told you, Starfield.
Yeah, but bro, even then, even then, it might have been a little bit more competitive. Okay, sure. But fuck, bro, just looking at God of War and then look at fucking Starfield and
that's what I'm
dog
saying.
shit ass.
Yeah,
the dog shit ass NPCs they got over there.
Yeah. Bruh,
it would have been
if Starfield would have came out that year, it would have been ridiculed even worse, because it would have been in a worse shape. For one.
Oh yeah. That I was about to go there, but you already did it. Goddamn it. Yeah, like 2022 was an absolute wash for Xbox. Like nothing was released, nothing was done really. And the shit that was done was just so boring and absolutely uninteresting to anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2022 was PlayStation's year.
Mm-hmm.
Completely, like.
Yeah, there's no question.
Nothing was fucking with it.
If they would have went out there and said, hey, look, okay, we're going to, I think, I don't fucking know what the case was with Starfield. I'm still under the belief system that we were probably going to get somewhat of a different game. And then because of the problems with the Series S, after they got bought, they just started cutting out a bunch of shit. Because the game is so disjointed. It's, it's such a problem as far as I've never played. And yeah, I know Fallout 76 people were upset because they were hoping for like dialogue options and shit like that. But I've never played a Bethesda game that just it's empty as far as like your exploration. It's trash. It was just bad. I'm sorry. I get a lot of new people who never played Bethesda games before. Like I had talked to Doc Dark about this. We were chatting it one day when I was playing. I was like, this is a brand new car smell to you. Like, say if you never drove a car before, and I, give you a 1982 Buick that for some reason is still brand new. You're like, oh man, this is fucking awesome. But for those of us that have been driving for a while, we're like, where's the automatic windows? Where's the, this and that? And it's not the same. So yeah, God of War would have been a massacre. A straight up massacre. It would have been even worse. And I think they were smart in pulling it back. It's just by them pulling it back, they had nothing else. Like it wouldn't have been so bad if like Halo was big, right? Or if some of the other shit that they put out there had actually
that could have been, bro. That could have been the year they released the continuation of the story.
Yeah. Yep.
But instead of that, they laid them the fuck off. So, no more story for you.
Yep. Yeah, it was straight brutal. Yeah, it was straight brutal. Did Redfall get delayed out of 2022? I don't think it got delayed. I don't know. I just think that it was rushed.
I think it wouldn't have even mattered if it came out 2022 or the next year. Like, bro, that game was so broken fundamentally.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's review 2023. So here goes the stellar. Now this is where Xbox really. Well, no, Xbox did a little bit better here, mainly because of one game. At least they put more games out, and they did do.
No, let's start with PlayStation first.
You want to start with PlayStation? Okay, all right, hold
on. Yeah, because it's very easy. that year was very easy.
All right, so we got the PlayStation games right here. And here it goes, the best PlayStation games of 2023. Let's see, what do we have here? I don't know. We just got we got one. Well, I mean, you don't want to count Final Fantasy 16 because that wasn't first party.
I mean, if you have something on the Xbox side to compare it to as a third party exclusive.
Yeah. So we have Marvel Spider-Man 2, What were your thoughts on that game?
I mean, the best Spider-Man game ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Is that answer good enough?
Yeah.
Like, to me, that is Spider-Man defined now.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Spider-Man has to be, and even more now.
Yeah.
Like you now you really got the foundation, yeah, where you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do now is do better in the story.
Yeah.
Like much better in the story. And have way more boss fights and shit. Like make it absolutely epic, the third part.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's Insomniac. You no longer need to upgrade the graphics. Those are totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do that. Now it's all about content, and even more content. And then you have the ultimate Spider-Man experience. That's all I can say about Spider-Man 2, really. Like, in the gameplay part, they already succeeded, in my opinion. The only thing they did not succeed, in my opinion, is the story. And the story could have been much better if they had Venom for more than just a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the fuck was that? Like, the actual Venom was only there for the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the whole marketing point. And I was very disappointed by that.
Yeah.
Venom got so little screen time, it's crazy. And now that this voice actor is dead, it's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That we don't get more of it.
Well, my opinion of Marvel Spider-Man 2 is even bigger. This clearly to me is not only the best Spider-Man, because I didn't care for the other ones all like that, but this is not only my favorite PlayStation game of this generation. This is the best game this generation, in my opinion. And normally when I come across a game like this that I enjoy so much, I want to take my time with it. You know, like I can do little spurts of Stellar Blade. We'll talk about Stellar Blade too, you know, but I can do little spurts with Stellar Blade and stuff like that. And that's okay. That's fine. This game like this, I want to sit there. I want to have like at least 5 hours to be able to play this game, to enjoy it. You know, yeah, this to me by far, as far as everything that is happening that you can do in the game, the gameplay, the building the character, just the dynamic stuff that's happening in the city, as far as just random shit happening, which that's all up my alley. This is my favorite game so far of the generation. I get that. I get that Baldur's Gate 3 came out. And what else came out? There was something else too. Was there like a Nintendo? Wasn't there the Link game, Zelda?
Multiplats don't count. Sorry.
Yeah.
That is not what we're doing here, because if we did that, then it would be the entire generation in review.
Oh no, I'm talking about as far as like it getting games of the year and stuff like that, and it kind of Baldur's Gate like overshadowed this game. I'm with you. You know, at first I didn't understand because I didn't really play it day one, or I didn't play it that much.
Bro, absolutely deserved, because like I said, Spider-Man needed way more content and much more quality content than it got.
Oh, what are you saying?
Well, like I said, I did not really like the story of Spider-Man 2.
Oh.
I was disappointed in how little Venom was in there. I was disappointed in most of the villains in that game. Like Craven was alright, but he was not the villain I was thinking he's gonna be. And then Venom only for the last bit, like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours of gameplay. Like, come on. Yeah, sure. You as Peter was Venom for a long time, but I wanted the real Venom as the enemy. I didn't want to be Venom, not really. And we only got a little bit of it, and that's what's disappointing to me. And to be honest with you, the fucking side content was just boring. It's not very great in writing or gameplay. I mean, the main story was the highlight of this game, and the fucking spectacle of it.
Yeah. Yeah, the side stuff really didn't grab me, but and I get that Venom is not. Yeah, like there was a switcheroonie when it came to Venom, but what it is it's so many different things that are happening in this, and so many characters that you're getting involved with.
And then the worst part is, part is that they scrapped all the DLC for.
That part of it I didn't like. I don't like that part.
Like, what the fuck? You already established these characters, and it's like, okay, you leave it all open ended, then do a fucking DLC for these characters.
Yeah, I think that was a missed opportunity too, because now that you got the Pro that came out. But I think that's a Hiroki Totoki thing. I think they decided, you know what, let's just get this thing on PC, and then that's it. We're not going to invest anymore.
Oh my god! Yeah. Every time you say it's going to PC, I'm just cringing, bro.
Yep, I totally believe that's a Hiroki Totoki thing. Let's not develop more on this, because they clearly thought. Here's what they thought. They thought that Spider-Man would probably sell, even though it sold a lot, they probably thought that Spider-Man would sell more. That's why they had the 25 million mark on it. And when it didn't sell as much as that, I think they did a Ubisoft / what do you call it? Square Enix, where they came up with some ridiculous number for whatever reason, and when it didn't reach that number, they just were like, okay, fuck it, we're gonna put this thing on PC. Let's recoup some money there. Not recoup money, but let's recoup some sales there, and then we're not gonna invest any more into this. That smells like Hiroki Totoki to me. But still, man, I get what you're saying. I think everything is legitimate. It's just that when I play this game, the gameplay of it, I'm not the biggest story person either, but I am a old school comic book person. So just being able to run into some of the people that I ran into, and then in the action sequences surrounding these people, I'm like, oh man, this shit is cool. I think it was. I don't think it got the recognition that it deserved. Should it have been Game of the Year? I'm not saying it should have been Game of the Year, but I think it got overlooked for a lot of things, or it didn't get the global recognition that it deserved. It did well in sales, still top 20 NPD, even in 2024. I forgot how much did they say that this game made? How many billion? Was it 1 billion or? How much did Spider-Man Marvel? Oh yeah, and I saw a snippet somewhere. I think I showed it. Where Marvel Spider-Man 2 last year was like the 4th best-selling game of the year. So that's not bad. And then it came out in October, and it was only on one platform. So I think what Sony is looking at under Hiroki Totoki is he's like, no. There are 11 billion people on computer. That's probably what he said. There's 11 billion people on the computer. Let's put it there on computer. and we got shafted because of that. Because that other DLC would have been awesome, and it would have given the game another jolt, Cold Blood, because the PlayStation 5 Pro would have given it another jolt. So for those that didn't get it, you know what I mean? And can you imagine if that content launched with the PlayStation 5 Pro? You probably would have had more sales. Especially the way that it looks, you probably would have had more sales. So they kind of, I think they fucked up there. But who am I?
I mean, for me, 2023 was saved by Final Fantasy 16 and Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Like, if it was only Spider-Man, we got nothing else of importance, really. I mean, Forspoken came out, okay, yeah, sure. It's an alright game, but goddamn.
Yeah.
That game needed another 2 years or something to get the content right. Because a lot of it, like I said, is a collectathon. Like, you really you either do only collectibles or you do the main story.
Yeah, the loot system was off. I'm with you there. I didn't. It that kind of takes away from the game, especially an RPG like that. You got to have a better loot system. I can't just be going and getting resources. Like, come on, man. And I agree with you. Yeah, it's the fight. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say the fighting mechanic was cool, but maybe and I get the whole nails thing, but you should have been picking up, if not weapons, like something else. I just don't think that they. Well,
you do by killing these bosses and get their power. That's what you really in the end get. But a lot of this power is only if you power through the game.
Yeah.
That. Most of it is locked for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Until you finally decide, okay, I want to progress. Then you get all this surfing on water. I think you can also fly a little bit and stuff.
Fly. Yeah.
But like I said, to me, the highlights in 2023 are Resident Evil 4, Final Fantasy 16, and Spider-Man. Those were the highlights.
All right.
But since we are not counting everything but first party, it's only Spider-Man. So
I'm
very weak year. Let's just say that.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Xbox made 2023 to me. Why did they make 2023 to me? Because I'm gonna show you right here. Here's the Xbox exclusives of 2023. First, it was it is the canceled Hi-Fi Rush. No. Yeah, we had Hi-Fi Rush. We had Forza Motorsport. No, that's third party. Oh, and the infamous Starfield. Where do we start, Cold Blood?
Let's start with Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, what did you think? Hold on. Oh, we're missing the game. Where the fuck is Redfall? Oh, damn, they ain't even. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, these motherfuckers, they tried to erase Redfall from the record books. Oh, man. Oh, shit.
No, actually, let's start with Hi-Fi Rush because that probably was their highlight.
Yeah.
Like, game came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, apparently by Aaron Greenberg's statement, that game did great.
Yeah.
It overperformed in all their metrics, right? And in the same... No, was it the same year or was it this year when they closed them down?
Oh, I think was it the same year? It might have been the same year.
No. They closed them down this year.
Oh, okay.
when they made them launch that shit on PlayStation. So your most critically loved game and that
Mhm.
shit became a fucking multiplat,
Yeah.
and you lost that developer on top of
Yeah.
that. That is crazy. That is
Yeah.
an absolute shame.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, Xbox? Like, I still don't understand to this day. Why would they close their only Japan studio?
Yeah. Yeah. That was. Woo! Well. Yeah, and that, to me, that 2023 is the year that Xbox died for so many reasons. That's the year that they died, and that's just one reason. Well, we could talk about the others as we get to the other games, but yeah, in a year, in an era, Cold Blood, where Asian games are really like climbing back up the ladder. You close your Japan studio, your only one? Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. For various reasons. That's just one of them.
And now the PUBG publisher has that studio.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Easy.
Did we ever get a real answer from Xbox why they said fuck them?
I can't. They said, hold on. I think Matt Booty had said something about they did what we wanted them to do, but then something else. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. What did he say? Matt Booty said, what did Matt Booty comments? Matt Booty comments on, what's the name of that damn studio? Tango closing. He had said something to somebody about, he said it was a hard decision. But that Microsoft needs to think about the future. Oh, let me find that link. It was a forward-looking.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Bruh. Copy link, Andrew. Let's see what Matt Booty had to say. Oh. Tango. Okay, here we go. He said, it was a much forward-looking situation as it was looking back at one certain game. Matt Booty, head of Xbox Studios, recently talked to Variety and Strictly Business podcast, sharing some details, development and closing teams. One of the most curious topics of the talk was shutting down Tango Works, the creator of Hi-Fi Rush, and even within tragic event the industry witnessed last month, which enraged people. Booty said it was a hard decision, but the company needs to think about the future. It put a lot of energy into fully supporting those affected through severance and other things. Okay. Yeah. So that was his comments that sound like something from Xbox. A non-answer answer.
I mean, only 12.9% of these bots beat the game.
Yeah. Oh, also, he implied, I forgot about this part. He implied that it was due to the leadership change. Like, remember that the head guy had left, and so that's why they decided to do it. That's their excuse.
Wait. So, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
They are blaming the studio closure because Shinji left?
Yeah. So, I mean, why didn't you close Halo? Or why didn't you close 343? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't hold water.
Absolutely not. That is no fucking. There is no reason at all.
Yeah.
They brought out a game that is actually kind of enjoyable. Like,
yeah.
What are we doing here?
Exactly.
I mean, I get the other studio closures that you had because they probably didn't produce shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Tango did. I mean, yeah, sure, Ghostwire Tokyo might not have been the greatest game ever, but fuck, they at least released it.
Yeah.
They released something.
Exactly.
Yo, like I said, big fumble again by Xbox. Like, you're absolutely, you're absolute morons. Holy.
And my thing is,
but okay,
like,
yeah.
Why would you, okay, if the future of Tango relied upon the studio head, why would you buy them in the first place if you feel like that? You know, you didn't look at the leadership there.
Wait. No, actually, the director of Hi-Fi Rush is someone completely different from Shinji.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Yeah,
so
I
that
guess,
makes even less sense.
I mean, I guess they felt like, as far as like oversight of things there altogether. But why would you then hire the company if you didn't feel like they had good oversight? It doesn't make sense. It just, none of it makes sense.
Well, they had to. They had to hire them because they bought Bethesda.
Well, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
But they can say, okay, that studio ain't coming with us now. Yeah. That's not how it works, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, okay. I forgot they were part of the.
Let's move on from the actual great part of Xbox that year to the absolute fucking worst. Like, this game.
You know Redfall?
This game.
Right. Yeah.
It's the biggest piece of shit I probably played this whole generation. Yeah. Like, it doesn't get worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
I played a lot of dog shit in my life, and Redfall is up there. Like, 2 hours of this game was enough for me to say, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And I played it on PC. So I didn't even experience the 30 FPS crap, yeah?
Yeah.
But how? How do you bring out a shooter at 30 FPS in 2024?
Yeah. Exactly. On the world's most
You gotta be on some fucking cocaine, like I said. They're probably all on cocaine over there to think that was acceptable. And the funniest shit I ever saw in my life too. Let me Google it. You can talk about Redfall while I Google that shit.
I mean, look, man, it just shows that Xbox doesn't have great leadership. We talk about that all the time. No, this game, somebody should have talked to people about this game. Someone should, even if people about the game were like, oh, this is awesome, this is great, and everybody was all cheery-eyed about it, you look at the game and you say, this isn't any good. And Here's the thing too. Phil Spencer, this proved to me. This didn't prove to me. It been was proved to me. Crackdown 3 proved it to me. But this solidified why there was no excuse for anybody to ever doubt that Phil Spencer was horrible at oversight over games, and that he didn't deserve his position. As long as he was there, Xbox was doomed to fail. Because he blamed the developers of Arcane Studios of understanding what an Xbox game means. You understand what an Xbox game means. You're the one in charge. So because you understand what an Xbox game means and you're the one in charge, even if they don't understand it and you don't stop them, then what is your point? I mean, to me, that was the most sorry ass excuse. Well, we got to show them what it means to have an Xbox game. Okay, even if they don't understand, which is your responsibility to show it to them, you understand. So why was the game shipped? Why was the game even, why was it even considered? Why was it even taken off the shelf?
Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Look what I sent you. And show it to the people. This is probably the most ridiculous launch I ever saw for a $70
do you
game.
do you have a link for it? Because I gotta, yeah, because it's not gonna, unless you put it in the Discord.
Well, it's Jess Gordon's tweet that I got it from. A link. You want the link? Fuck. Wait.
Yeah.
Here. Can you? Oh, but on Reddit you won't see the sticker actually. Fuck. Wait.
Do you still have Jazz's original tweet?
I can. Wait. I can actually. Whoa. Copy link. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's just that's the sign of poor leadership, and I get a lot of people may have not had leadership scenarios that they had to deal with, or that's just not something they pay attention to. But I'm telling you, when he sat there and said, yeah, we just have to show them what it means to make an Xbox game or Xbox first party game. My question then is, well, what if they didn't understand it and they made something that's not based upon what you're saying is it's supposed to be an Xbox game, then where was your oversight? Here it goes right here. Some Redfall retail copies have 60 FPS listed on the back and will come with a sticker noting it's not available for launch. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Did you ever see shit like this before?
Never. No, this is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
I mean, how the fuck did you print 60 frames per second on the back, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, give a fucking sticker out saying it's not available. What the fuck are you doing? Maybe you should have just left it out and don't have that fucking sticker on there.
Well, they probably had, it goes through different. Well, here's what happened.
No, bro, you know what that shows me? They rushed the shit out of this game.
Oh yeah.
They said, fucking release it. We need something in the next 12 months.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because what it probably was is they shipped the original, and this is where developers, but Mike, this is the most abhorrent example. This is the worst example of it. But this is where developers really get themselves in a tizzy where they're like, oh, we're just going to do a day one patch instead of releasing the game the way that it is. And unless it's like some crazy critical thing that you find at the last minute, Relying so much on the day one patch screws you, especially when you got hard copies. And this is probably another reason why, Cobble, I'm glad you pointed this out. This is probably another reason why they don't have hard copies, or why Microsoft is moving away from hard copies, because of embarrassments like this, right? Where if you buy a hard copy of a game, it's just a code. Why? Because when you make a disc or a hard copy of a game, that disc and the case and all that has to be produced well in advance. And it could be to the point to where you're still trying to clean shit up. And if you sat there and settled on, and sold this game as being a 60 frames per second game when you didn't have that portion ready yet, and you were like, we're going to do it, and you don't do it, that shows, that's a critical feature of the game. That's like saying, Cold Blood, that's like putting a sticker on there, online co-op, it's not going to be ready at launch, you know what I'm saying, or online single player, or optimization for the Series X.
Imagine they had something on the box like controller support at launch.
Dude, 4K Ultra not available at launch. That's crazy. That right there showed you all. That's why we don't.
You know what? No, wait.
Uh-huh.
Actually, optimized for Series X is also a lie, because
it is a lie. Yeah, it is. It is. I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah, if it doesn't have the 60, it's not optimized for Series X. They need a new label, limited for Series S.
Bro, I feel so bad for Arcade, but goddamn, it's too funny. I feel bad making fun of them, bro, but fuck.
Pathetic.
It is pathetic, absolutely.
And it's not their fault, because they said they didn't want to develop the game, and the game was put on the shelf. It wasn't brought back off the shelf until Phil Spencer, with his garbage rummaging ass, said, "Oh, this looks great." It's just that tells you the level of competence you have at the leadership thing. And you guys can get mad at Sarah Bond. You can even get mad at Satya. It doesn't matter. The guy is pathetic.
Moss, did you read the next part after Optimized for Series X? What the fuck is online single player?
Well, yeah.
What the fuck is that? That's a feature now?
That's what I said. If online single player were not available at launch,
that'd be great, because you can play it offline then.
Oh my God!
What the fuck? They list anything as a feature, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Juice gifted us a member.
Shout out to Juice for gifting a member. Appreciate it, brother. And Squiggles 420 was gifted a member.
Why?
Oh yeah. I was like, wow, who's
Squiggles?
That sounded familiar.
Juice, are you trying to sabotage our streams?
Yeah, man.
No, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Juice. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's just bad, bro. Just bad. Very bad.
This is sad.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've never seen anything like that. Never.
Me neither.
Never.
You might see a sticker best game of 2020.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, Game of the Year edition.
Sticker on there. Or like I had a copy of Armored Core where it says from the developers of Elden Ring and Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But not the performance mode.
That's crazy.
Yo, how was that allowed to happen?
I think, Cold Blood, I bet you, I'm willing to bet, unless Jazz says here, let me see. Unless he says it will come with the sticker noting. I bet you that in some cases, Xbox sent the stickers to the retailers for them to put on the cases themselves. Because this does not look how it's peeling off. And it doesn't look like it was sticking to anything. It looks like somebody took it off, some cheap ass batch of stickers.
Oh my God. Would they really make the retailers work for this auction?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I bet you they sent it in like, yeah. You can't sell this game.
Wait,
yeah.
Who's gonna pay for the labor though? Do that.
Oh yeah, they probably paid and shipped it to them, but still, I bet you they had to put it on before they. I'm gonna check with a GameStop person or something like that and see for Redfall. Did y'all have to put the stickers on? You know, or because this doesn't look. Because normally, if this was pressed at a factory, it's pressed on there. Like you'd have to boil the sticker off or some shit like that, or at least have some time peeling it off. This doesn't look like. It either looks like that it was done at the retailer or the jobber. Like when a factory makes the game and the case and everything, they give it to a jobber who's responsible for delivering it, and then they deliver it to the retailer. So either the retailer put this on or the jobber put it on, the delivery people, before they delivered it to the retail. Yeah. I doubt that this was pressed at the, you know what I mean? This is crazy. And this person said here, is this bad? I mean, the mode is coming. I don't see an issue here. This is Xbox.
Jazz. Look what Jazz answered to this.
Yeah, no, just reporting it. It clearly Microsoft thought it was going to be 60 frames. Maybe they just assumed it doesn't bother me the way at this point.
Oh my God. And that's why you deserve 30 FPS games.
Yes, exactly.
Because
Absolutely.
y'all don't call them out on this shit immediately as soon as it comes out.
Exactly.
Well, let's go to the next abysmal game.
What was that? Forza? I think it's Forza.
No.
Oh, did we go to Starfield? Oh yeah, Starfield.
Absolutely not. We did not do Starfield yet. The next abysmal failure in my eyes of Xbox. Not PC, not really. I mean, on PC it's also not great, but it's better because you can mod that game on PC. I mean, why did Todd Howard talk himself into a fucking corner with this 30 FPS bullshit? That's my first question.
It seemed like who's all having problems with it? It seemed like it's all Bethesda games, right? Or was there any other games that weren't Bethesda that were 30 FPS at launch?
Hellblade is 30 FPS.
Yeah.
No, but actually, Mouse, can you tell me why would Todd Howard talk himself into a corner like that? With the whole, it's at 30 FPS because it's more cinematic and the simulation works that way. That's how the simulation works best.
I think he was just being a good foot soldier. I mean, he's been caught in the past talking about 30 frames per second, but that's when it didn't matter. I think clearly he was just trying to be a good foot soldier. Clearly.
But why?
The same reason why the Avowed people said a crispy 30 frames per second.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
We're gonna have fun in the next 4 years when we do the second half. Can review when Xbox actually did that.
Crispy 30 frames per second. That's them like really trying to, get the most candy at the corporate Christmas dinner. You know what I mean?
You know how they try to explain that shit with those 1 million fucking
the sandwiches,
toast, the sandwiches, yeah. Like what the fuck kind of reason is that for the FPS?
Exactly. Well, and Digital Foundry tried to say that. That's why they be on their bullshit. They tried the same bullshit. Remember? There's so many sandwiches. It just shows you the level of depth. The level of depth. Was that John Lennon with that shit?
Of what? What kind of depth?
Yeah. Do you put sandwiches on the ship? The level of depth. Like, stop it. And look, I'm not saying Digital Foundry shouldn't, or we're definitely not saying we shouldn't hold PlayStation to task when things like PSSR run amok, or when Hiroki or Host are doing. Definitely criticize them. We'll call out the cap when people are going overboard. But yes, they need to be criticized. But my thing is when you guys want to criticize PlayStation when they should be criticized, but then make excuses for Xbox, it benefits nobody. Like, I wish we could take you guys and put you in a time machine and take you in the future and see the end result of your capping for stuff like it shows the depth. Who cares about putting sandwiches on this? You're trying to tell me if you remove the ability to to put sandwiches on a ship, that Starfield becomes less of a game? Really? Really?
I mean, they could just make it so that these fucking items disappear after a while, so they don't bog down the fucking FPS.
Yeah, like, come on.
You don't have to have persistent items forever. Like that was never really a thing that people wanted. I mean, sure, you could make a what do you call it? A storage somewhere where you just throw everything in there, right? And it stays there. But why would you do that? Besides fucking around with the game's engine.
But Cold Blood, we know that wasn't the problem. We know that wasn't an issue, because guess what? When they added 60 frames per second, the sandwiches were still there.
Yes.
All the shit was still there.
That would have been my next question.
Yeah.
Why lie about the 30 FPS when you release a 60 FPS mode later on?
Yeah.
Why not just say we should have delayed the game again until we had both modes ready?
Yep.
Oh no, we couldn't say no to Phil. He's such a charming CEO.
Yeah.
We can't say no to him, right?
Yeah. And literally they can't. I mean, because look at what happens when you say no to Phil.
I'm telling you, a lot of the bullshit that they got for this game could have been avoided just by not having that fucking 30 FPS shit. So many people wouldn't care about how the actual game is in the end. They would have just played it and be glad they got a 60 FPS mode. But because you decided against it and released it at 30 FPS only, a lot of these dudes, like Doc Duck, for example, instead of being happy he got a new game from Xbox, what did he do? He started doing videos about, fuck Xbox. Why are you giving me another 30 FPS game? Why do I have a Series X? Like that was the question. And why do you have a Series X if you play at the same FPS as the fucking Series S?
Yeah. Why not spend $500 on this?
Yeah. Well, I would rather go to PC. That's what a lot of people said. I go to PC and get my 60 FPS.
Yep. So, yeah, this was the beginning of 2023, as far as I'm concerned, for Xbox, marked the beginning of the end.
Oh yeah, the moment they said no console required, that was the end of Xbox.
Yeah, that was well, it just there was so many excuses for 2022, and then 2023 was supposed to be that year, and it wasn't the year. All right, I think we can go to
now. It's only Forza left, and all I'm gonna say about that is it went out like a fart. it was there just for a little bit, just like and then that is gone.
Yeah, I don't
like,
yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad, boss. Forza was a name at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And it was reduced to not even being mentioned anywhere. Nobody's talking about it no more. Besides Doc Dark that has 5,000 hours in this. Like nobody else is talking about it. Nobody else is talking about it.
Yeah. Forza Motorsport to me was just a symbol of the lack of quality that Xbox was going to give you instead of what they was promising you. Like that was just a sign that they officially given up on trying to give you anything like groundbreaking. Like when it started with Halo. When you allowed Halo to come out the way that it did, and everybody was saying, bro, Halo, this is it. This is it for Xbox. If Xbox cannot roll out Halo, first it was cold blood. You gotta launch the console with Halo. Remember that? If they don't launch Halo with the console, it's over. It's over, right? Mm-hmm. Then they moved the goalposts. I remember because I was having these debates. Then they moved the goalposts because Craig, and they did that on purpose. I think they launched that crappy trailer. They embraced Craig because they wanted people to dog it so bad so they could push it back. And see, we didn't push it back on our own. We pushed it back because we had to, because of what the public was saying, right? And it didn't come out any better. I mean, visually, it came out better, but I don't think that was the visuals that they had planned on. I think the visuals that we got with the game is the visuals that it was, but they just needed a little bit more time to clean up some stuff or whatever, clean up some bugs, and they probably released like an old ass version and had us react to that, so give them an excuse to push it back, right?
The whole battlefield in Halo Infinite is just Oregon, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like it's just fucking mountains and fucking forest, bro.
yeah.
Like holy shit.
Yeah. They just didn't have a game, and they give us a little bit more time to see what we can do, and they didn't do much. So I feel like that was that was a game that they played, and everybody fell for it. But then the goalposts changed from, you got to launch Halo, it's got to be kick-ass at launch, to, okay, when Halo does release, it has to be kick-ass. It releases, they overinflate the score, but it doesn't come out with the stuff that it's supposed to, cold blood, but it's coming out later. So even though it didn't come out at launch, we're going to rate it like it did come out at launch, right? You know what I'm saying? Now it's like the game is incomplete. It's not kick-ass like how you say, but we're going to rate it as if it was kick-ass because you're telling us this stuff is coming later. To, okay, now it doesn't come, or it's completely abandoned. The game is actually poop sauce, but we're going to move on because now it's about Starfield. And this is where we told you guys deserve all this stuff, because if you wouldn't have let them slide with Halo, if you would have made them feel like that everything was going to collapse when Halo was mishandled, that possibly would have forced their hand to do better with Starfield, with Redfall, or not release Redfall, with Forza. and going forward and on and on and on with Hellblade, with everything. But when you gave them an out, there was not supposed to be an out. That was the red line. Halo Infinite was the red line. When Halo Infinite was trash, that was the cue for you guys to say, no, we're not going to do this again. We're not going to do it again. This is unacceptable. You got to do better, or Xbox, you're in deep doo-doo. When you fought tooth and nail to make excuses for them, this is why you got what you got today. Games take time to develop. Like even the shit that we criticize PlayStation on, it didn't happen overnight. Concord was the love child of Herman Hulse for years. That came from years. So if you want to have an effect over Ghost of Ytai, Wolverine, and those, you got to speak up now. And you guys should have spoke up in 2021. You should have spoke up in 2021. That's why this shit happened, because you gave them an out and they kept feeling like they could get away with it.
In 2021, it was all about the Metacritic score.
Yeah.
Look, Forza got a 92. Look, Halo Infinite got an 87. Shut up, Pony.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
Yeah. Xbox ain't playing.
Yeah. Until we found out they lost 90% of their players.
Yeah.
Like, fucking no.
By the time y'all was pulling that hold the line bull crap, it was already over. It was already, by the time Redfall dropped, it was already done. Because Redfall, Starfield, Forza, Hellblade, hell, Indiana Jones, the best y'all could do is it was number 2 the week that it launched. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that game, and people are like, yeah, Indiana what? Who? All these games are the way that they are. Avowed, likely coming out at a crispy 30 frames per second. All this happens because you drew a red line and then you pushed it back. That's like PlayStation, like, you know, and I truly believe PlayStation people are not going to settle well for this. And I'm not saying it's happening or it's not. I don't know, especially with Hiroki Totoki in charge. I have no idea. But the moment single player narrative game that's not games as a service launches day and date on PC, like if Wolverine is a single player narrative game and they pull some shit like, well, there's multiplayer with it too, and it launches day and date on PC, that's the red line. That's when you are supposed to get like a reaction of monumentous proportions. You guys' red line was Halo. That decided your fate. You guys don't even realize that, because y'all were drawing that red line. Yeah, man, we're so hyped up for this generation, but they got to do right with Halo. That was your red line already. And when you put, and Phil was probably shitting on himself, scared shitless, when that game was coming out. And it showed you how idiotic he was about that game, because he thought, regardless of how incomplete it was, because it was launching into xCloud, that you guys would evangelize it. He had already had you scoped out. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that Halo better come out great. Yeah, right. Watch us. That's what he hold my beer. Watch this shit. So, yeah. All right, I guess we can go. You want to start last year's 2024? Let's look at 2024 Xbox, right? Not a lot going on until the end. Cold Blood, we got what? We're not doing multi-plat, so we're not going to talk about Call of Duty 6. Holy shit.
No. I mean, it's an Xbox game now. So.
Okay. So you okay?
It's fair game to give them a Call of Duty.
Okay. So, what's your thoughts on Call of Duty 6, Black Ops 6?
You know my thoughts about it. I'm fucking done with that game. Like, I don't want to play a single minute of it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, it's just they heard the criticism of Call of Duty for years,
Mm-hmm.
and never tried to fix it, or at least find a middle ground to all this. Everything has to be skill based, matchmaking everywhere. You cannot have a 90% win rate. That's impossible. You gotta make sure you're not fucking up the noobs ever. You always play with people that are just mirrors of yourself. To me, that's just the death of Call of Duty. Like, bro, it's no fun to try something new. You always have to play the best fucking weapons in the game and sweat your ass off almost every round you play. Like, nah, I'm done with that. I don't want to do that anymore. The only good thing about Black Ops 6 is zombies. I can tell that. Like, in zombies, there's no skill-based matchmaking. There's just you just matchmake with people and play zombies, fuck up zombies. That is fun to me, at least. But that's not enough. Like, bro, I cannot play 2 maps of zombies forever. I mean, it's great for Xbox, I guess, to have that game now to make some money on something. Like, they never make money with these games they release.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, was that a big highlight this year? I mean, not really. It's just Call of Duty again. And since it's multiplat, like, really, what did Xbox gain from this? Not much. At least the console gamer didn't get nothing out of it, really.
Mm-hmm.
The PC dudes now get it in Game Pass. They got a great deal on it. but the console gamer, they didn't really win nothing with it. Besides it also being in Game Pass, but only the most expensive tier of Game Pass.
We got
Then Hellblade 2. That's the next one.
Yeah, we got Hellblade 2. What's your thoughts on that?
You know, when you feel like you're being tortured, like that feeling, you're just getting mentally fucked.
Yeah.
That is Hellblade 2. Like, you just you have your left stick almost at 100% of the time forward. That's all.
Yeah.
And then a few times you might have a fight or something, but those fights are so scripted and so boring.
Yeah.
Like, it's just counter hit back. You use your ability once, give a little bit more damage, counter hit back. That's all it is. And there's always just some puzzles you do, and nothing else, bro. Like, it has also no fucking story, really. The story that is there is so dumb. It's so uninteresting.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping at the end that there's going to be something epic happening. No, it's more running and Oh God, nah. That was 6 hours of my life. That wasted, really.
Hold on, 6 hours. They said it was 14.
Yeah. Maybe maybe if you leave the game on and go take a break from it, take a nap. Yeah. Like every hour you take a nap.
Six. Hold on, 6 hours of gameplay, 7 hours of naps. Between. Oh shit! Yeah.
I cannot explain how people have more than 10 hours in this game.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you can look for some collectibles, but fuck, it's so linear that those collectibles aren't even that far away.
Yeah. They tried and they can't, and it doesn't work. Cold Blood, you went for lunch.
Wait. I will give the game credit for its motion capture. That motion capture is awesome. Yeah. I cannot say a single bad thing about it. But fucking hell, the gameplay is just so dumb. It's so dumb. Like I cannot explain. I cannot really explain why I hate it. Just that. You don't feel like it's a game. It's more like a fucking movie that you just clicking something on your controller.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's just not fulfilling. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
And tech demo was used often when talking about this game.
Tech demo, yes. Unreal Engine 5 tech demo, yeah. For something maybe in the future that could be better, but how are we even gonna see that before they close that studio?
Yeah.
Because right now I think they are on the shit list of.
Oh yeah, they are.
And when this game doesn't make any money, when it eventually comes to PlayStation, they better hope they have something to release that is actually gonna make the money at that point.
Yeah, that's a shame too, because it's not that the game or these developers are horrible. They're not being utilized to do the right thing. It's like he hired 5-star chefs to make grilled cheese sandwiches, and he's even rushing them to do that. He gave them an iron and an ironing board. Here, put this iron on that grilled cheese sandwich and make it. You know what I mean? So when
I don't know if what's the studio called? Ninja Theory. I don't know if they were really rushed to do this game. I think it's just Phil didn't give them no fucking point as to what Hellblade 2 should be. He just said, make another one.
Well, I mean, do they really need Phil to give them pointers on how to make the game? Because they made a critically acclaimed game last time without him. Or
yeah, but Moss, a 2 behind your name implies that it's going to be much better than the first one.
Yeah.
Which it is.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, Phil should have been there and tell them, yo, that ain't it.
Well, yeah, he should have. There should have been oversight.
This is just a recreation of the first game, but worse.
Yeah,
in
there
some
should have
aspect.
been oversight. But I think because of the oversight that Phil created, he probably wanted a more graphically. They probably were following his advice. He probably wanted a more graphically engrossed game, which it is better graphically, and in using the tools to make the game look better, that probably went into a lot of time of theirs instead of coming up with pre-production. That's like you said, what is the vision of this game? There probably wasn't focus on that because Phil wanted a good looking game. Like there's the same stench, bro, with all Xbox games in regards to gameplay. Like there is no Xbox game that has great gameplay. That's not by coincidence. And these are coming from studios that have in the past had great gameplay. I do think they are getting direction from Phil, but it's just his direction is so bad that, you know what I'm saying? It ends up making these games worse than what they would have been had these developers not been under Phil.
Okay, Moss. Actually, right now, the perfect example of why I don't understand why the fuck this game was even made. These puzzles where she just has to look up a fucking symbol somewhere.
Yeah.
Those are from the first game.
Mm-hmm.
You do the same shit in the second one. Didn't not even try to do something new.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck are we doing here? A 2 implies it's better than the first one in some way. That's how I see sequels. Normally.
Does it? When it's Xbox, does it?
No. I guess not. Not with Xbox, no.
What Crackdown 3? What's you know what I mean? Like, what's better about Crackdown 3? Yeah.
Oh, Terry Crews.
You know that? Yeah, they had to bring him in. This game was gonna die. Bring in Terry Crews. Yeah.
Kiri's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Their mocap would have been used. Could have been used in another game that is actually fucking nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that they tried to make a PlayStation game. Sure.
Yeah.
I would even agree with that, but not the gameplay part of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Maybe the graphics and the going around some linear ass paths.
I think
that look awesome.
I think Phil and Matt Booty have a lot more influence on these games than we think. Like they tell them, you make what you want. I don't think that's what happens. I think they tell them what their expectations are, and their expectations are different from what they're used to using as motivation, and they're confused, and they probably just build whatever it is that they're asked to build. And as long as the bosses are happy with it, they're done. Because they're like, okay, well, what is it that you want in Hellblade 2? Well, this thing got to look gorgeous. All right. And they focus, okay, all right, this thing looks good. Oh, okay, all right, you've achieved this. Can we launch this in a year? Huh? Well, we really didn't do, well, it's going in Game Pass day and date, right? So, and they're probably like, okay, well, we're good. We're safe. Because this is a Game Pass game. So maybe they don't want us to focus so much on this and that. It's just to keep Game Pass subscriptions. All right. And then they come to find, then they're blindsided with, okay, well, now the game is supposed to, look at this. This looks like a tech demo. There's no type of, it doesn't look like this is dynamic fights and stuff happening.
Wait, is that my stream?
Yeah, this is your stream.
Don't look at the graphics. Like, I fucked up with the HDR. I didn't HDR tone map that right, so that's why it looks so washed up.
Well, no, I got it at low res too, so don't mess with so it doesn't mess with the stream. But yeah,
no, but because it looks so fucking bright, that's why. It looks like it's all just mush.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that because nobody told me in chat. Yeah, I blame you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this game is just, it's not it at all. It's not it. I guess we can go to Indiana Jones. What was your take?
Can we really give our take on it if we didn't even beat it?
Well, I mean, I think you can do an impression on it.
Well, I did that already. Like when we did our stream about it.
But we got to give our impression for this video.
It's Indiana Jones at its own detrimental.
Yeah, I mean,
because you are almost always forced to fight with your fist.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is craziness to me. And because you are forced to fight with your fist, the fucking Nazis also fight with their fist.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Since when do Nazis fight with their fists when they have fucking MP40s and all the other shit that they got?
Mm-hmm.
Like who in their right mind would fight in a fist fight? What's the point? They got fucking weapons, bro.
Yeah.
But no, because the gameplay is like that, they
Mm-hmm.
have to have some fucking sticks and brooms and stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And that's just part of the indie experience. That's not the full indie. So they took like a slither of this indie experience and created a great storytelling experience, but very limited gameplay. It's not what everybody's saying it is. I'm sorry. I think that's, yeah.
I mean, I guess some people liked it. I saw a lot of actual ponies say that they liked it. So hey, it's not like it's an absolute failure like Redfall was or something.
Yeah.
At least Bethesda released a game that is functional.
Mm-hmm.
And does it have 60 FPS on?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
yeah,
so
60.
it's already a much better game than all of these motherfuckers. It can release at 60. Oh my god.
Hey. Well, let's look at PlayStation's first party games, right? We got 3 of them. I can't find them here on this list for some reason, but we got we do got one. We got well, let's start with the very first one. The very first PlayStation first party game is we wouldn't consider Helldivers 2, right? You would consider that more of a like second party game, right?
I mean, the IP is owned by PlayStation. I don't know.
Well, let's talk about it. What your thoughts on Helldivers 2?
I mean, I liked it. I mean, it had a lot of problems at launch. Like it made me play most of it solo, or only with one friend. So I made it extra hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the fundamentals are there for Helldivers. It's just content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
More content was needed at launch than just some weird missions that you had to do.
I agree.
In the map, because how long can you do reroute the fucking power to this and launch this rocket and stuff? How long can you do that before you completely get bored by it? Not very long, I would guess. That's why they lost a lot of players also, because they said to them, release a new faction, make something more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they released it and all of a sudden a lot of people came back. I hope Sony learned the lesson now. With live service, you cannot you cannot say, oh, we released the game, we're now going to wait a year before we release another content. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I think
it has to be constant and not just war bonds. Like, yeah, sure, you get new weapons and stuff, but that's not enough.
Yeah,
there has to be events, interesting shit to do. If they can figure that out, bro, Helldivers 2 could be a generational game.
See. Hopefully they put more into it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a nice mix up of the multiplayer experience. I like PvE multiplayer experience. And hopefully they add more. Factions and diversity to it. To keep people coming back. It's definitely a game that you can play by yourself if you get good enough. But it's a lot better with friends. It's just, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not always the greatest experience with randoms. That's what kind of like turned me off, because as I got better at it and the game got more popular, what people started doing is people started trying to reverse nerf or OP their friends, because their friends were late to the game. So you would be at level 28, somebody else would be level 28, but then they're bringing in their friends that are level 1 and 2, or level 5 or whatever. And the game was so unbalanced because it sees you at 28, and so you guys are getting railroaded with bugs or whatever, and these level 5 and level 1 guys can't keep up. And you're losing the game, but it's great for them because they're still getting a big boost. So that's what started turning me off. Like you guys saw that in some of my latter streams. If they can find some way to deal with that to a certain degree, I mean, it is what it is, but to deal with that to a certain degree, if they allow you to, if they continue to add to the game, then I think that'll be great. Let's talk about the other favorite game, Concord. What were your thoughts on Concord? Game of the year. Ooh. Game of the year. Game of the year.
Yeah, maybe if you are someone like Jay Barry, maybe. But no. Absolute waste of money, waste of time. A total blemish on Sony's record.
Yeah.
And the biggest fumble Herman made right after he just became fucking CEO.
Yep.
Like, that dude better have the next year's on lock now.
Mm-hmm.
Because Concord was a very expensive failure. I mean, what can I say about Concord besides, bruh, it was destined to fail. The moment this beta came out, and almost nobody gave a fuck, it should have been clear to everybody it's not gonna survive a year. Well, in the end, it didn't even survive a fucking month.
No,
that is probably the worst way to go out.
Yeah.
And they like I said, they better have the next year's unlock now with every single game they bring out. Like, that cannot be another flop like this.
No. Yeah, you can't.
Well,
you can't.
Unfortunately for you guys, we still got one more game to look forward to. And that is called Fair Game. Because I got the same fucking feeling with that one like I had with Concord. And we know what Fair Games is. It's not a secret like it was with Concord until almost launch. We know it's going to be an extraction shooter, so that is already putting me off and a lot of other people that don't want shit like that.
I mean, I think Concord was just bad on so many levels. I think the biggest problems were in a year where we were looking for that AAA first party banger. This is what we were given. And then it wasn't free. You know what I mean? Then just the whole approach of it not being free to play, I think, was dumb. we can go over characters. I mean, there was just so many things wrong with it. Was it the worst game ever? No, it's just, it was like, what are the worst conditions we can create around this game, around a mediocre game? What are the worst conditions we can create around a unvisibly appealing mediocre game? And Sony checked off every single box, for this game to plummet. I don't know if Fair Games will be as bad. It all depends upon, I think, pricing structure. I think what accompanies that game. Like if you put this game out at a decent time and don't try to make this like a big premiere game, but yeah, this is our multiplayer effort for the year, but it's in the background of other AAA games. It might fare better. The price structure has to make sense. The fact that you guys want PSN on PC games and you're going to be relying upon Steam, you already got that hurdle to deal with, because now that's become the movement on Steam. Steam is more about movements than it is people actually playing games these days. So that's the movement on Steam, and you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have I don't know if Fair Games is going to be as abysmal as Concord, but I think you're going to have a very tall ladder to climb. And we're going to see how much the leadership has learned from the mistakes of Concord and see how much better they got. This will be a tall tale sign of how they release this game. So we'll see. We will definitely see. So with that said, we got one more game, PlayStation game. Oh no, we got two more. We got Lego Horizon. We got Lego Horizon. We didn't play that though. None of us played that, so can't really talk about it except for it got trashed. And then lastly, we got Astrobot, which you did play Cold Blood. What is your thoughts on Astrobot?
I mean, it's a fun little jump and run game.
Okay.
A platformer. I mean, what is there to say about Astro besides it's a quality ass jump and run platformer?
Okay.
And I guess it deserved Game of the Year because almost every single reviewer and all these fucking the parents and stuff said they like it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
It was the industry darling this year. That's cool.
Yep. And nobody can complain because, like I said, 2021, the industry darling was It Takes Two.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody complaining about a kid game winning this time.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, they can complain before. Yeah, don't complain now. Okay. So, final question. First half of the generation. 2 games. What is your favorite? What is the least favorite out of these first party titles?
Least favorite PlayStation Destruction All Stars. Absolutely. Okay. Fuck that game. Nobody cares. Best PlayStation exclusive this year. No, this year, I mean, in its entirety. Mm-hmm. That's a bit harder to say. I would almost put Returnal there. Mm-hmm. If I'm being real with you, I would even put it in front of God of War.
Okay.
Why? Because the amounts of hours I played Returnal and enjoyed the fuck out of it is just I never had that with a game like a roguelike before. Most of the roguelikes, I don't feel what do you call it? I don't feel addicted to them or anything because the gameplay is just not there.
Yeah.
But with Returnal, the gameplay was just so awesome, bro. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably surprised a lot of people, but yes, Returnal is my favorite first party game.
For me, and are we doing Xbox and PlayStation separately, or are we doing them all together?
First, you gotta do PlayStation, then I can tell you what my favorite Xbox game is.
Okay. Well, I kind of get the cats are already out of the bag. I already did. Let's see, I already said. What the hell did I say? Marvel Spider-Man. I mean, I'm really digging Horizon, really digging God of War, but Marvel Spider-Man, clearly with that game, how dynamic and how layered that gameplay is, I've really enjoyed that. The worst one for me is gotta be Concord. Yeah, Concord could have never happened. And I'll say this again. I knew what it was before you guys even knew what it was. I knew it was going to be abysmal. I just couldn't understand what was the thought process going through the people's head at Sony. But, whatever.
You know why I didn't choose Concord? Because I would rather play Concord before I ever play Destruction All-Stars again. Like, Destruction All-Stars is the worst live service game I put my hands on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and I never played that.
Or at least top 5 worst live service game ever.
Okay. I couldn't. Concord, yeah. I mean, and I probably would say the same. I'm not a big live game, multiplayer, PvP person like that, but Concord, gosh. All right, Xbox. Let's do Xbox. What is your favorite Xbox game so far this generation?
Actually, it's hard to tell. With Xbox, it's so hard to tell.
You're going to dig in the toilet no matter what, whether we're doing best or worst. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
I mean, I never played more Xbox than this generation, but on PC, of course. Fuck a Xbox. I actually have to look through the fucking list to even give you an answer to this. Because what did I really like from Xbox? I mean, Hi-Fi Rush is a contender for best game they ever put out. But to be real with you, my absolute favorite game with them would be Stalker 2. Not their first party, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For them, because that is a great exclusive in my opinion. That is just bogged down by a lot of performance issues, which are at least right now kind of fixed. So yeah, when I first started it, I was done with it because I just couldn't play it. Like, I was just getting into the 4 FPS range. Like, no game is playable at that point. And then I had to restart the game and stuff. But since then, bro, I played almost 2 days of it. My playtime. Almost 2 days. of play.
That's great and all, but it ain't first party. You gotta pick first party or at least.
Yes, unfortunately, it's not first party because that would be an easy pick then.
Yeah.
What else? Goddamn, they got nothing, bro. they are so bad.
Yeah, they have nothing. 1,000% right. They never lied.
Bruh. I can't even say Halo Infinite because I didn't like Halo Infinite. I beat it, but I fucking hell, I don't want to choose that one as my favorite Xbox game. I guess Starfield, since I got so many fucking hours in it, like 78 or something. Guess that was the biggest highlight from first party.
Yeah. So your game is the best Xbox game. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more challenging. What's the worst Xbox game?
The worst Xbox game. Well, we gotta be honest here, right? Like,
yeah,
it has to be Redfall. Like, there's nothing worse than that.
Yeah.
It is so bad.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But we already explained why it's so bad.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That launch was absolute garbage. Like, holy shit. Never was a game launched even worse than this.
Mm-hmm.
And at $70, Moss.
Yeah.
At $70.
Yeah.
They had to put a fucking sticker there. Not available at launch 60 FPS. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If Sony ever did shit like this, bro, yo, these bots would be, they would be so happy on Twitter all of a sudden.
I know.
They would be all celebrating that Sony is finally fucking up.
Oh yeah.
But Sony will never accept that. They'd rather delay the fucking game another year before they say before they have to say on a sticker 60 FPS ain't coming at launch. No, but when we played the game, bro, you saw how broken it is.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not a good game.
The AI is just crap in this game.
It's not a good game. It's
the
game.
Visuals, bro. Wait. The visuals are outdated as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they dare to launch this at 30 FPS with those kind of visuals.
It's not.
I don't know. Is that your worst?
Yeah, those are my two. You took my two. I mean, this is why the only thing I could chime in and just say, Starfield being the best is sad. And I put 30 hours into that. It's sad. Redfall is by far, like, if I had to pick games over the modern gaming generation, Redfall is probably it's up there. It's either number one or number two based upon gen expectations of when the game came out, and what we got, and then the fact that it was $70. Like, this is not a $70 game. This should have been a $30 game. You know, this is like some Steam shovelware. Your homeboy Pete and them, around the corner and them went and developed. And hey, guess what I did while I was high? You'd be like, that was cool.
They could have avoided so much bullshit also if they just said, we're going to launch it in early access.
Yeah, that is true. I agree with you.
I fucking hate early access, but this game needed it.
Needed early access. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And the people that wanted an early access, sell it to them for $50. And then once you've got the game, then the people that buy it, make it $70. And you could even, and then if you would have had a complete game that was in early access for a year or two, then maybe you can even sell it on PlayStation, and you could have made some money off the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel cold-blooded. I feel like every Xbox game should be in early access because they clearly don't know internally.
No. Indiana Jones not.
They needed to do something with that gameplay. That gameplay is, I mean, and the proof is in the pudding. Look at what Matt Piscatella had to do in order to. I mean, there's so many great things about that game. Don't get me wrong. There's so many great things about that game. I think that Xbox games generally need 2 years in gamers' hands so gamers can tell what's wrong with their games. And then they can release, a final patch, glossing it up a little bit, and release a final version at 70 if they're going to charge 70 for the game.
No, I agree with you on almost every multiplayer game that they try to fucking release, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they better work, because this is the multiplayer box.
Mm-hmm.
So it always was and will always be. Like, single player, not that important. But your multiplayer has to be on point. And with Redfall, it was not. It was absolutely not.
That's our take for the PlayStation and Xbox first half of 9th gen. Any parting words?
Wait. Now we have hardware still. We didn't talk about the hardware.
We did
that released in between.
What hardware? We already did. We rated the PlayStation and the Xbox.
No. We didn't. We didn't talk about.
That's a whole other hour. I ain't got that. I'm sorry. We gotta get. I gotta get
out
of here.
No, it's very fast. Like with Xbox, it's at least very fast.
Well, what other hardware you talking about? You talking about like the Portal and stuff?
No, the refrigerator.
Oh yeah. we can make a Follies. I gotta get out of here. I gotta be at work. Oh shit. I gotta be at work in 30. My keyboard was like, no, we don't want that shit. Yeah, I gotta be at work in 30 minutes. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. But yeah. Well, I mean, if you have an item that you think is the most ridiculous, sure. What's the most ridiculous?
Oh, the Huggies.
Yeah.
And Xbox Huggies, bro.
Yeah.
the snuggles for the controller.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yo. The nail polish.
Oh yeah. I mean, I truly don't understand where they thought they would, why they thought that was a great idea. They can't be making any return on that unless they were paid a whole bunch of money to license it out.
American Girl shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, unless they must have been paid a crap ton of money to license that stuff out. I imagine that's the only reason why they tried it.
While PlayStation is releasing VR and the fucking Portal.
The Portal, yeah.
They release a refrigerator and Snuggies, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, that just shows you how. Oh my god, the mind state.
Bro, and these dudes have the balls to say that Xbox has the hardware coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
What hardware? A bigger refrigerator?
Yeah.
A toaster? Remember the toaster was? The Series S toaster?
Yeah, all of it is just ridiculous, and people were like, it doesn't even toast right. Like it's all it's all pathetic. It's all pathetic, but yeah, the hardware is going to be the same way because they're going to license it out. Yeah.
It doesn't refrigerate right. It doesn't toast right. It doesn't play games right.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What does it do?
Yeah. But yeah, all right, folks.
yeah, right.
We got to get out of here.
No. Wait. One more thing. Okay. You know what Xbox does great?
What's that?
Emulate pirated games.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I mean, if you can find one cheap and do that, do that with it, yeah, you might find some worth out of it if you're a scuzzbucket that don't want to pay for games. But yeah, I hear a lot of people getting into that crap because somebody was asking me, why doesn't PlayStation have an online browser? That's why. All right, we got to get out of here.
That's a developer thing. That's a developer mode or something that they got.
Yeah, the developer mode. Yeah, that is true. Yep. All right, guys, we gotta go. I gotta go. All right, so we will talk to you guys. We'll be off for a couple days, and we might stream some here and there. But I will just stay posted to us on YouTube. Stay posted to us on Twitter. We will let you know when we go live. We appreciate everybody. Thank you for this special show. Until next time, you guys have a wonderful,
and Merry Christmas.
Wonderful game.
Merry
Christmas. All right, guys. Peace.